Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rando Chats with Jolene over on my Jolene Blogs channel. If you are joining live, make sure you smash that like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, obviously, you know the YouTube thingies. You can support it by simply clicking the like. It's a free way to like my vlog channel. Otherwise, if you want to send a super chat, you can. I also have Cash App, Venmo, my Patreon, all listed at the bottom of the screen. How is everyone doing tonight? If you have never been over to my vlogging channel before, this is a really casual chat that we do. Thank you, Haru. And we talk about all things going on in life, liberty, and the pursuit of catching up on what is going on. So I love talking to you guys, hearing from you guys. You can let me know in the chat topics you want me to talk about or you want to discuss. Very low key, real chill. Sometimes I even do my radio Delilah voice. Okay. And I have new AirPods. So let me know if they sound good because I was excited to get new ones because my old ones didn't have a good mic on them because I'm going live from my phone usually when I do these rando chats with Jolene. Everybody's here. Look at Graphics is here. Short Stack, Haru, Kim, Becktown, Sea Cruise, Donna, Odell Chick, Daddy's Disappointment. It's almost Friday. I know. Is it? It's Wednesday, right? I don't even know what day it is. It's crazy. December always just feels like a mess. You know, there's just so much stuff we have to fit in. I was decorating my tree. I've had my living room one up for a long time, like the minute Halloween was over, I think a week later, I had my Christmas tree up. But then I have my 7 foot pink one in my bedroom, and it was taking me forever to finish it because I was not liking my ribboning. So I pulled off my old ribbon, went to Michael's, bought new ribbon, and I like it a little better, but I still don't love it. But it's my more kitschy tree. It's got a lot of things. I'll post a picture in my, I got to update my Bedford Falls Babe, which is my Christmas holiday Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, Bedford Falls Babe, just like It's a Wonderful Life, Bedford Falls. Daddy's Disappointment says, finally a non-hag life. I know, I was decorating my tree and tuned into a couple of these, and it was just, I'm like, what is going on now? Something happened with Genevra, posted something on Reddit, and I saw it when it first was posted, and then it was deleted pretty quickly. I didn't read the whole thing, um, so I'm not sure, but then I noticed that I think she's gone off of Instagram and everything. So it seems like the hags are going really hard at Genevra. Hi, Federal Operation. Yes, you got me 2 nights in a row, Becktown. 2 nights in a row. Kim is here. Jamie B, woo, woo, woo. Yes, hit that like, smash the like, you guys. It's a free way to support the channel. You're making glitter snowmen. Oh my God. Jamie B makes the best glitter snowmen, snow women. They're so cute. Jamie, do you sell them anywhere? If you do, drop a link or let people know how they can hit you up because they're so cute. They're so cute, you know, and he's smoking a fatty. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's just been a crazy month so far. What is it, the 14th? Oh my goodness. It is crazy with work and shows, and then we have my stepfather-in-law and my mother-in-law here until the 31st. And then we have my husband's Chel's stepsister, her husband and kids will be here, I think, starting on the 29th of December through the new year. Um, yeah, so it's kind of crazy, but I'm not going to be able to see my side of the family, Nana, but Nana will come out here in February. She's going to come out here with Lucy, and we're going to take Lucy to the Stranger Things experience in LA because my little loose goose is obsessed with Stranger Things, and she's so cute about it. And her favorite character is Max. I'm sure I've said this before because I'm always bragging about Lucy, but she's so excited about it, and we're going to dress up. I think we're going to dress Nana up like Barb because I think Nana would make a great Barb. And who doesn't love Barb if you've seen Stranger Things? But yeah, Lucy will be Max, and I don't know, I'll probably be, we'll see. Of course, I kind of want to be Winona Ryder's character, obviously, and I have a good wig for it. But yeah, we have a full house. And my mother-in-law, so she came out here to have surgery because she loves to have her surgeries out here because there's really good hospitals and doctors. I mean, Palm Springs area, lots of aging individuals. And so she had her knee replaced. And she had that probably now, what has it been, a week or so? And so we're caring for her. And then her husband, my stepfather-in-law, he has dialysis. He's on dialysis. So he has to go to dialysis 3 times a week. And he's also blind. So Chella and I, obviously his mom is, down and out with the knee, recovering from that. So we have to, help him out. And tonight, Chell picked him up from dialysis and then took him out to dinner because one of my stepfather-in-law, his friends, drove down from Northern California to visit him for a couple days. So it's just 3 flanneled men having dinner at Sherman's Deli. You can picture it. You can picture it. Yes, Jolene, YouTube Christmas special. This is my YouTube Christmas special, right? Right? Justice for Barb. Seriously, Justice for Barb. She was a great character. Great character. You know. You've never seen, you should watch it. My favorite Christmas song. Oh gosh. I mean, I have so many. What's the one that's by like Wham or George Michael? I think that one's my all-time favorite. Obviously, Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas Is You. That came out when I was in high school, which makes me feel very old because now they're like, it's a classic. But I'm pretty sure that came out when I was in high school. But there's, oh, that last Christmas, I'll give you my heart. That's my favorite one. That is a banger. That one needs more credit. Last Christmas is good. That's a really good song. I like that one. I like that one. Is it from Rudolph? Silver and Gold. I pretty much like everything. And then I like to ruin Christmas songs for Nana when she says, she brings up Bing Crosby. I talk about the oranges, because if you don't know, Bing Crosby allegedly did not so nice things with oranges. So you can Google it. You can Google it. I'm still making bracelets. I have a whole bunch to still ship out from when me and Nana did a trivia night. And so I have to ship out to everybody. So if you're waiting on a bracelet from me, it's coming. It's coming. That's what I do. I give out a bunch, and then it takes me a while to gather them together and make them. But I've really gotten into the sayings bracelets because I was in Georgetown when we were out east, and there was this little store, and the whole store was just beaded bracelets with sayings on them, like be grateful or love, live, laugh, love, or something. So I had already kind of been doing um, things that would say like lean team for my other channel or like my name. But instead I got the square beads because that seemed to be what all the cool young kids were wearing. And this store I went in, it was really cute. The aesthetic was all pink, very pastel-y. And then I just saw that I think they are going to be at Target now, this brand. So I'm like, oh my God, I could do that. Get me in Target. So I'm wearing a bracelet right now. It says Lean Team. And then I have a bracelet on that says Love Your Fupa. Let me know if you guys would wear and or buy any of these. I feel like Love Your Fupa is something that some women would buy. Okay, so I have that one. Here's what my sayings have been so far. So Lean Team, obviously from my other channel. And then Love Your Fupa, because I do a joke about fupas in my stand up. I have one that says Slayer, and then it has, other cute beads. All these do. And then I have one that says fuck off, but the U for the word Fuck is a smiley face. So that's kind of cute. Another lean team, and then I have a slay all day, but slay is Sleigh. Like sleigh bells ring, are you glistening or listening? I don't know. And then I have another one that just says slay, and I have one that says Jolene. You probably don't want to wear or buy the one that says Jolene. But I could do people's names, right? We gotta empower, bring back love for the fupa. Yes, fupa troopa. You will absolutely wear that day disappointment. Okay, because I gotta stock up my Etsy shop. I haven't put stuff on my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop used to have vintage t-shirts I would find and sell, or ones that I got from my grandpa back in the day and my uncle, because they used to work really cool concerts in like the 60s and 70s. They would sell what are they called, like programs, beer there, t-shirts, and they kept a lot of them. And one day when my grandpa would give me some, he would just give me random t-shirts, and I was like, cool. As a teenager, I was like, awesome. I don't know who these people are, but Emerson, Lake, and Palmer, cool. And then when my grandpa passed away, my uncle had a whole bunch. He had boxes, and he said, do you want these? And I was like, oh my God, yes. Because I lived in LA at the time, and you can resell those vintage t-shirts. You could go into one of those stores on Melrose and you'd be paying $300 for a Bart Simpson t-shirt. So I was like, how much? I'll buy the box off you. And he was like, oh, you don't have to. I'm like, I have to give you something. I'm going to make money off of this. And he's like, how about like 50? I think I gave him 50 or $100 for a whole box of these t-shirts. And pretty much all of them sold. And I sold these shirts, these vintage rock concert shirts of all these different bands for like 100, 200 a piece. I am a carny, you guys. That's what I do. I knew it would sell. And some people really loved it because they were ones that maybe they, had when they were young and they couldn't find it again. They're like, "Oh, I wanted that Journey t-shirt. Like I used to love it and I couldn't find it anywhere." So, limited edition. So that was fun. Then once that was done, I made jewelry. I was making earrings. I made a lot of earrings. What else did I make? Then I started making bracelets after that because bracelets were just more fun to me than the earrings were. What bands? I let's see. Hey JSco. Okay, so we had like, oh my God, I think there's Steve Miller Band, Kiss. I think there was a Beatles one. There was like, I think Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Uh, there was so many. Journey. Mm, a lot of bands my mom and dad liked, but I can't remember all the names. The one that they went to, oh, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Um, and one that they went to their concert instead of going to prom. Yeah, my parents, the cool burnouts. Yeah, a lot of 70s bands. Lots and lots of 70s bands. They were cool t-shirts too. I still have some. There was also some I didn't even know who they were, but other people did, and they loved it. They loved it. Yeah, Etsy. Um, yeah, I'll have to drop my link for my Etsy shop once I get it updated. But hey, Joleen and peeps, yes, the F off it is so fashionable. Everybody's doing F off stuff. They have F off rings, F off earrings. So I thought, cool. And I thought, these bracelets are also something I can give away at live shows, or even sell at live shows. And since I do a joke about fupas, why not sell my fupa bracelets? Album covers were all the rage. Yeah, my mom still has so many albums. You need an Etsy shop, Jamie B. Let me know if you have questions about how to open one. I'm not super proficient in Etsy, but let me figure out what my Etsy, I was gonna say Etsy channel, what my Etsy shop is again. Okay, so now I'm in front of my computer. Let's see. Okay, Etsy, I think it's Kitsch Addiction. Kitsch Addiction, because I like kitschy stuff. And so I named it after that. Kitsch Addiction. Yep, there's my Etsy. Yeah, if you shop or if you search, I can't share it right now on my phone, but maybe I can share it. I'll share it in the chat here through YouTube. I don't even think I have anything available right now because I literally haven't updated it in forever. Forever. Hopefully there's no reverb when I do this. I'm gonna click on my live. How am I already at limited monetization? When I just started, I only said FUCK once. How am I at limited monetization? Oh my God, YouTube is crazy. I went in my little studio to pull up my live and it says monetization limited. So now I have to request. I hate when they make me do this. They make me do this so much. Request ad suitability is under review. If I'm suitable. If I'm suitable to make money off this stream. That's so silly. Okay, let me go in and here, let me share. New pin chat. Oh, I think I already knew there was a pin chat. So here's my long ass Etsy store link. Why is it so long? Let me try to pull it a different way. Let's see. I just want like the easy to share link. Kitsch Addiction is currently not selling on Etsy. We're here if you need help with an order. No, I'm not. I'm current. Sorry, the member does not exist. Did they kick me off? Jeez. Well, click on this link if you can. Oops. And tell me what you find. Because that's crazy. Just because I haven't sold in a little bit. Etsy? So rude. Trey rude. Oh my god, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Okay. Copy. Now let's put it in the chat. Trey rude. Trey rude. Okay. Try clicking that. Let's see if that does anything for you. My stomach is growling. I know I got business plans. See, Cruz, I got business plans. I got hoes in different area codes and I got business plans. I can't help it. I'm always thinking, I can't help it. I like literally am a carny. I'm always thinking of different things. Where do I find the time? Well, I don't have kids. I think that's a big, because my friends with kids, I mean, I took care of my niece and nephew this summer, as a lot of you know, for a month. They came to visit me and I loved every second of it and I wanted to keep them the entire summer. But after that experience of just being chill with two kids, one turning 5 at the time and one about to turn 8 because they celebrated their birthdays with us, I was like, how do parents do anything? So it's that. Also ADD. Um, yeah, that. And I've always been that way. I always do lots of stuff, because people are like, how does Jolene hear this or that? And also with ADD and ADHD, I feel like I always need to have something on in the background when I'm doing work or completing things, unless I'm like, writing a script or something. Well, even then, I can have music on. I have to have something. And it actually helps me focus. And Chell is always like, how can you focus? I'll be making content for one of my Instagram accounts and then watching a show really live or really loud on my computer. And then I have my phone and I'm making the content. And that's playing as well because I like clipped something from like Housewives or something like that for my Married to Bravo. Which I was like, how can you focus? And I'm like, what? Actually, this is the only time I can focus. All right. Yeah, parents do things when their kids turn 18. You're doing some freelance. See, that I love turning on a YouTube channel and listening to stuff as I do things. I love it. It's my favorite thing. Or a podcast because then you don't really have to see them. I know Survivor. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna go live tomorrow with my friend Andy about it. Um, so no spoilers, please, please. Aquarius, I always have, right? Me too. I always have to be doing something. Like as I was finishing up doing my tree in here, I'm like, okay, well, I have to kind of clean up and put some clothes away and do some things around the house. Well, I'll just go live and do it, you know? I am excited. I am Team Carla, but I'm not going to watch it until later because it's only 6:36 here. So this is like an early rando chats with Jolene I'm doing. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping for Carla or Jesse. You're crying? Oh, must be good. Even at work, I put my earbuds in and stream stuff. I can't stand the quiet. Me too, graphics. Same, same, same. I know. Jamie B, you're getting real close to a spoiler, brah. Real close to a spoiler. Calm it down. But yeah, I had Libra. Oh, you're a Libra dice appointment. I always gotta be eating, but that has nothing to do with my yeah, I'm Hufflepuff, so I always have to be eating too. That's my Harry Potter school or whatever it is. Hey DGF, I've been walking to my car, dying to comment. I feel so cheated that I didn't get a classic rock TM bracelet. Sound cool. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I can, oh my God, DGF. Shoot me your address. I'll send you some bracelets. I will send you some bracelets. You are like so sweet. And you sent Nana a gift. You sent her Diana Ross shirt. You send her so much stuff. I will happily make you bracelets. Just shoot me a DM of your address and then like maybe some of your favorite colors and if you do want any sayings on it. I can do little sayings. Okay. What? You've never seen Harry Potter? Harry Potter? Daddy's disappointment. Are you serious? Listen, I'm not a buff. I don't know everything about it. The Chamber of Domination or whatever, but I've seen them. I've seen them, but I don't know all the things. I was just told that I'm a Hufflepuff. And quite a few of my friends were like, yeah, that explains a lot. Okay. So I know Harry Potter is actually fun to watch. They played a lot over the holidays, so now might be the time you just want to jump into the goblet of what is it? I don't know. The Goblet of Crouchfire or something. It's obviously that's not the title, but it's something like that. The Goblet of Fire Crotch. I don't know. Yes, check it out. But I was decorating my tree and listening to some streams, and like I was saying, I could not freaking I can't follow what's going on. Do you guys know like what did Geneva post? And then Mrs. Doubtfire's out there starting fires going saying that me and Geneva were friends. Like I don't know Geneva. Obviously I know her like I know a lot of people on YouTube, you know. As a subscriber, as someone who supported this channel, my other channel, Sip and Key, um, I don't know the extent of what went down, but now I'm seeing so many of these people in this JY world or 90-day world or whatever they call themselves are I don't understand why some of these people, because normally it's like I knew Geneva only as a Reddit person, and I tended to be a lot more if I knew your name from Reddit, one of the John Yates Reddits, like Cancel John Yates, the John Yates fan club, I was much more trusting, where I was like, oh, you're probably a cool person. And that's that about that. And there was a group of Redditors, and Geneva was one of them, and they were message me, not together, separately, kind of like, where are you playing next? We all kind of want to come see you. Uh, some of us live here, some of us live there, and I would never out that or their names or anything because I'm not like these crazy hag people. But they were really nice about it, and I was always like, oh, I'm just doing a lot in LA. I'm just doing a lot of shows in LA. So if you come to LA, I have a show this day. And then I think a couple, I think with Geneva, I think when we had my stalker situation, she gave me some advice. Um, and she might have, yeah, that, and then I think she wanted to start a podcast or something. And then I was supposed to get back to her with like podcast equipment, and I never did, I don't think, which I feel like kind of an asshole. But then, to be completely honest, I hope all these people are okay because it seems like all the hags have, you know, teamed up now, and now they're coming after Geneva. Um, and again, I don't know what she's guilty of. I don't know what about what, but I'm not going to get online and disparage this woman. But I was tipped off by some people that it might be it was probably a couple months ago, probably now, maybe a month. I don't know. It all just, I mean, I get sent so much stuff uh, being on YouTube and then being in this crazy parroting this crazy community that I don't, obviously I don't reply to everybody. The Reddit people though, I'll usually like, there's definitely like a lot of niceties and I like a lot of the Reddit people. A couple of them have disappointed me here and there, but they're just human. Um, but someone tipped me off that Geneva might have been saying I was going to start a podcast with her or something. And I don't know how true that is, and just to kind of be careful. So then I didn't want to be rude. I didn't know what to believe. The person who told me, I did um, trust their opinion. So I just kind of kept my distance, but I was already distant. I mean, it's not a friend of mine. It's not someone I've ever talked to on the phone. I don't know anything really about her. But it seems like she was talking on the phone with Soup Bullhead and a bunch of these people and talking to Amber. So I'm like, oh, wow, she probably wasn't the person um, maybe a lot of us thought, you know, she was. But um, Oh, you just landed, Christy, arriving from Istanbul. I know that one live has been going on. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's insane. So I was tipped off about Geneva, but I also didn't, I never want to pile up on someone. I really don't, I don't like that. And that's what all these older ladies do. They just pile up on people and it's pretty gross. So I never want to be that chick. And I just kind of kept my distance. I removed her. There was one night that I was streaming and I saw her pop in, and she was always such a supporter. And this is before I knew anything about her other than I considered her one of, there are a few Reddit people that, I do talk to, just in like the DMs, on a very friendly basis. And I know lots of people's real names and I never say anything. And then she was one of them, and she was always around. And this is before she was like on Siwa's channel, I think, and stuff. And so I modded her on Jillian Vlogs. And then when this person was like, "Hey, I think she might be into some activities that might be out of hand with some other possible people," I unmodded her and I didn't say anything. And I think she mentioned it once while I was live, and I didn't want to hurt her feelings. But I normally only will mod people that have been in with me or busy, or Miranda or Sarah from Entertainment for an extended period of time, or I've had the same mods for like ever, and then sometimes I say, "Oh, hey, JSCO. Yeah, I'm gonna mod JSCO, you know. So, and I know a lot of people don't want to be modded, because maybe they're like, "Hey, I like you, but I don't like you that much." And then I know some people do like to be modded. So I just took it back because I just was like, "Oh, maybe I should not have her." I think she was a mod for maybe like 2 weeks, and I don't even know if I went live during those 2 weeks. So, so yeah, so it is interesting to hear um, Haggard's trying to spin it's Jolene's friend, and apparently they have DMs with her and so many people, and I know that she probably left wanting to burn it all down, and I saw some things from a Soup Bullhead chat group um, that I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then I just moved on with my life. It was sent to me. But then on these lives on Tragic Lynn, the homophobic chick from the South, um, she was saying something. I mean, Mrs. Doubtfire and Tragic Lynn were really excited. Like, I want to see what Jolene's DMs say. And I've been doing this long enough to know that once people warned me, I did my due diligence so that I had any correspondence I had with this person for my records, because not to share, but for my records, because you just never know. I mean, after being stalked, after having, some interesting people following, you got to kind of, yeah, it's crusty. It's so confusing because I thought she was the OG Redditor. And so I hold the OG Redditors to a higher regard. I just always have, because they were the first ones that really embraced and reached out to me and Busy and provided us with information we needed, and not sneaky information, but just like, oh, here's a backstory on this JY thing. Here's some links you can check out. Here's kind of, and some of them, a lot of them shared their stories with me of, here's how JY screwed me over in particularly. Here's how he doxed me or did this to me or did that to a friend of mine or did this. And here's the horrible shit he did. Um, and so it was very helpful to kind of get the full story of this man as we were talking about it and parodying him and Cheryl and all about the treason. Um, and some of the stories were very sad that, the lengths he and his hags went to destroy people's lives and to, you know, dox incorrect people and just really hurt people. And for what? For internet stuff, you know? Yeah, you're on your 30-day probation period, JSCO. Uh, oh, you and her talked to, okay, yeah. Geneva, I think, Geneva, she presents herself very educated, very nicely. She's definitely someone. I was thinking about it today when I dropped my father-in-law off at dialysis and was driving back, and I was thinking about that, and I was like, well, because that live was going on with Tragic Lynn, and then all the hags and ex-hags and Scamber weaseled her way back on. I wonder why these women, it's so strange to me. Like, what went wrong in their lives that they think they're a badass for like threatening each other on the internet? Be like, yeah, well, if that, I mean, Scamber said something like, does that bitch have mental health problems? Well, she will when I'm done with her. It's like, wow, that's weird and gross. And why would you want to spend your time trying to hurt someone's mental health? I don't know if the live ever stopped Daddy's disappointment. I'm not sure. Um, but it was really gross, and they're like, yeah. And then Soup Ballhead, I mean, that Teresa lady is the biggest pick me, thirsty. She's that girl in school who would just say and do anything when she thought she was hanging out with the cool kids. She like licks their butts. She's like, yeah, you're so funny. You're so great. You're so awesome. And it's just like really pathetic. It's very, very sad. Very sad. We have to teach young girls to kind of hold their own and to not just fall in line, because then they turn into Teresa's, where you just want to fit in so badly, you stand for nothing. You're just, it was really pathetic. It's sad in the way they egg each other on to ruin someone's life, and they get so upset. How are they not going to have like a heart attack or something? Um, yeah, I think that's true too. I think if they ever went this hard at John Yates, I mean, it'd be amazing. The fact that these women will go to the ends of the earth to take down Sailor Moon more than JY, which never is going to make sense to me. I realize, I know Sailor Moon's game. I see what she's doing. I get it. I got it. Um, but then there's JY, who's actually threatening your children, who's actually saying these horrible things about you, who's actually threatening to go real life. And I know Sailor Moon has done her own stuff against a lot of these women. They got their own beef. I can't keep up with all that from years before. But to hold her more accountable than John Yates, who's supposedly this monster, supposedly, who just went so hard for a lot of these women's children's and lives, and is a blatant racist and is just a sicko. But yet they would rather spend all their time on a 10-person live against this chick they don't like. It's very unfortunately like stereotypical what most of us women, I think we all would agree, hates to see um, happen amongst women, where it's that gang up mentality, it's that mean girl mentality. They never stop. They never, never stop. So, but it's like, go that hard at JY, and also you all enabled him, from Sailor Moon to Souplehead to Broken on Blast, Mrs. Doubtfire, Momo. I heard Tragic Lynn say she wasn't a hag. Let me tell you what defines a hag. A hag just isn't someone who's a mod for him. That's just not a hag. A hag is someone who supported John Yates, went on panels with him, helped him do all of his dirty deeds, believed in the church, the cult of John Yates. That's what a hag is. A hag is someone who ever took up for him, whoever went on panel to disparage other people with him. That means you're a hag. Okay. So I know that's being thrown out a lot. Uh, and it's not correct. They're just throwing it out willy-nilly. But the hag actually means something. You, your behavior at one time was very bad, and in the name of taking up for this crackhead. So they've all been there. So I'm like, okay. Hey, oh yes, Single White Squirrel's one of them. Sherelle's World was a hag. Like they were all hags. But the fact that Tragic Lynn is like, I would never hug it, ma'am. You were up there licking the butt of this man. You couldn't wait to get up there and talk shit on Jen Bailey and do your shitty little impressions with your, who was she up there with at the time? I forget now, but you were up there, you were giving money. So any kind of support towards JY, if you've ever supported him in any facet possible, having to do with that, if you were a subscriber of his for a little bit and then you learned his game and you dipped out, I would say you weren't a hack. But if you actively went on panel with him, if you gave him money, if you stood by while he did very disgusting things and didn't say anything and kept supporting him and fought for him, ma'am, you're a hack. Ma'am, you're a hack. Okay. Whitney, you need to, I don't know. I don't know you, Whitney, but I do see you because I be lurking, you know. I got to check out stuff. We got to do it. I got to do it for the parodies. But sometimes I can't watch some of the stuff. I couldn't watch, obviously, most of Tragic Lynn's live. But Whitney, do not mess with these people. The fact that all these people are in lives with Teresa, she has no allegiance, she has no loyalty. She is like the wind. Whatever she thinks is going to give her a reason to wake up in the morning and spew hate, that's where she's going to go. And unfortunately, she's just one of those women. It's just like very pathetic. She needs to find her own worth. Like, what are you on this planet for? Is it to call everyone a bitch and to see you next Tuesday? Is it to fight with people? And then the cops, she's such a Karen too. The minute the cops called her, so she's on a panel with, Tragic Lynn and all of them, and Broke's up there, and I think Momo, and I don't know, there's a bunch of people, a single white squirrel. And so the police call, apparently from where Geneva lives, and this chick starts crying after all the dirty deeds, all the stuff she does. She's crying. I was like, girl, I can't believe the police called me. Really? I'm surprised this is the first time the police have called you, ma'am. You, since the day me and Busy walked into this whole thing, people were like, oh, she was with Lita Leda at the time. They're like, stay away from Teresa. She's nuts. She's nuts. And I think somehow she kind of rebranded herself with maybe Tragic Lynn and Holly White. I think somehow Holly White gave her legitimacy. I don't know. She feels like, did they say something about Holly? They buck up. Like it's like Holly can handle herself. They're just gang up mentality. I haven't seen that out of that age group in my life. I've seen it from teenagers, maybe early 20 somethings, but I've never seen it from 50, 60, 70-year olds. Really, I haven't. My mom and her friends don't do that. Uh, they don't gang up on each other and then talk shit about each other online and threaten to dox each other and call each other sluts. They just don't do that. No, she was crying about the police calling her. So Soup Bowl head, Teresa was crying because the police called her regarding Geneva, saying, I think Geneva must have called her local police department and said these women are outing information about me, because basically what they were doing is, Broken on Blast, Bob popped up, Broke did, and she said, hey, y'all, I'm in my car. Can you guys look up the Nursing Association and search Geneva's name? And they doxed her. They definitely, I mean, I think that's a dox. Who knows these days what a dox is and what isn't. And they said her name first and last and her middle initial. And they looked it up on this website, I guess. Brooke said is public information to look up Geneva, because they were saying that she has admitted in DMs that Scamber, of course, who would talk to Scamber in the DMs? My God, if there's a person you can't trust more than that, she is John Yates. She is female John Yates. Okay, there's a lot of them there, but she's one of them. Um, she exposed some messages about Geneva. She's like, you ain't gonna lie on me. And then that's how Amber gets. She's like, you ain't about to lie on me. It's like, Amber, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Put your Capri cigarette out on us? Like, what are you gonna do? Do you think she's like tough? Are you, ma'am, a 40-some-year-old lady, gonna walk your mom's self and beat somebody up over something on the internet because they lie on you? I mean, that just sounds so ridiculous. It's like an episode of Cheaters or something. She's like, you ain't gotta lie on me. Oh, she wants to go, let's go. And I'm surprised Amber hasn't been canceled yet with all of, I mean, transphobic, racism, what she did to Auntie's advice back in the day, and those women associated with Auntie. I mean, there's just been so much stuff that she has done that I'm just like, how do people still listen to her? But unfortunately, people still listen to her because there are people out there that think like she does, and it's really gross, you know. Um, Krusty, I don't, my opinion, okay, I wouldn't, but that's up to you. But she's trouble. She's been trouble a long time. She will, she'll DM you one day she loves you, the next day she's trying to sue you. She's got a C and D. So when she came back in this JY community, she got really mad because people still were like, well, you're still the Amber that did all this weird stuff, you know? So she's got a long history of things that she's done. And she loved that racist John Yates. Ooh, she loved him and she sat with him on so many problematic things. And then she loves to throw out. You know, she's another one of these white women that support racists, how me and Busy were talking about yesterday, like Christy Denver. And then they go, well, I have a child of color. Well, wow, that's pretty shitty that you then would befriend a racist multiple times. Um, and it's just it's like that. That's not an excuse. If anything, that if that should mean that you would be even more appalled by his behavior, but you weren't. Um, yeah, I mean, me and Busy did not love her again. You know, we let her do her thing because we wanted her. We always advocate for the hags and the ex-hags once they become ex-hags to go after him and kind of right the wrong they did in the community with working for him and hurting other people and helping him to hurt people. So I was like, well, if she's going to go after him, go a damn head. Okay. I'm not going to get in that way. But soon enough, one thing, Scamber, it's impossible for her not to show her true self. Her true self always comes out. Always comes out. So, yeah. Yeah, she made a truce with them, got rid of his stuff. She's a troublemaker. That's what she is. She's just one of those women. She has to be in the drama. She does, she maybe she never felt good about herself, you know, body image issues. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to diagnose the gal, but maybe I am because someone needs to. But there's some definite issues there. I mean, this isn't the way. This is the healthy way to spend your life and your time online, for sure, for sure. So we don't claim her. Yeah, and she'll kiss your ass and pretend, but deep down, she's out for herself. She never cared about canceling JY or exposing him. She just liked the number. She liked the money. She liked all that stuff. And then because today, and you could tell because today she said it in Tragic Lynn's chat, um, and I screen grabbed it because I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Uh, she said there because you know Soup Ball Head, yes, Jamie B, the one with the bangs. She's an odd duck, an odd platypus, if you will. She was like, I got Suplehead said, I got mad at Reddit. I got mad at Reddit too, Amber. And I did what you did. I said, Amber was right about you guys. Fuck Reddit. Fuck Reddit. Fuck Reddit. I'm Teresa. Glen Crack Motel Cottage is my best friend and he mods for me. um, and and I was like, oh my God, you're so thirsty. You're so crazy. And then Amber's like, yeah, you know, after everything I did, then I just quit. So the only reason she quit the JY thing is because Reddit didn't show her love. So she didn't get the attention she wanted. That's why she quit. So it was never about really exposing him. She tried to make it like it was some kind of righteous thing, like she was, you know, trying to right her wrongs of being a hag and take him down. It was never about that. It was about the attention and the money and the subscribers, you know. So she just left when her ego got hurt because my Talala called her out because I think she got blocked. He or she, I don't know who that person is, but got blocked in one of her chats and then told everyone to suck their ass because that's what they do. They always say, suck my ass. I don't know. I don't know. They just say it. And so that's why she left. And I thought, oh, that's so interesting, you know, that that's what it is. And let me tell you, Sip and Key has been um, criticized and stuff in Reddit, but that wouldn't lead me down a path of like, all right, fine, I'm going to erase everything and I don't care anymore, you know. Still the right thing, especially. And it would be totally fine for me and Busy to leave this. We never were hags. We never hagged. We never did any of these crimes with JY. We never were friends with him. I've never talked to him. Like, nothing, you know? So we could easily walk away because sometimes it isn't worth it because of how crazy these hags are. And, you know, the threats and the lies and the doxing they do and calling your jobs and calling you know, comedy clubs and threatening that. And, you know, you put your family at risk by calling this stuff out, for sure. And, you know, obviously you know, have my family involved in my other channel, not Sip and Key, but, and have since I started pretty much. So yeah, sometimes me and Busy have definitely thought about just walking away from all of that, but it definitely wouldn't be because people hurt our ego, you know. She's an odd platypus. I think there's what I've noticed with this community, it's very interesting. There's a lot of addicts, and a lot of active addicts. Hi, Tilly. Which is interesting. And I think that all this becomes an addiction to a lot of people. So you hear Momo be like, I've never had an addiction in my life. I am fine. It's like, ma'am, you're not fine. You go live every day to yell at people. I mean, Momo's like, I'll dox you, I'll drag your baby, I'll drag your unborn baby, I'll drag your neighbor's baby, I'll drag everybody. We don't care. So there's a lot of addicts. It's really interesting. Suplehead, aka Mims, looks like the Mims from the original Willow movie. Google it. Oh, okay. I'll have to Google that, Kimmy. Jamie B said, never smoked crack or meth, never had brown fingers, never broken stoves. Do we need to continue? I mean, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But if I was any of you, and not like you have to listen to me because what do I know, but don't DM with any of these people, especially any of those weird content creators like the Mims and the Scammers and the TOs and the Holly Whites, because they will take that information and they will expose, twist, and turn. Who knows? They might even, it's Tilly. Tilly, can you hear a purr? Hi, Tilly. She has the loudest purr. It's so cute. Yep, we never fed pizza. Yeah, oh my God, remember that live when she was like, I have to give the baby some pizza. Scammer said that. But yeah, you do have to be careful who you talk to. You got to be careful, all that. I try to be nice to people as long as, they're not big character content creators. But most people now I just have to leave on read because you just never know who these crazies are, what they'll do. Hi. Hi, Tilly. You want some attention? But it was crazy. It's crazy to see a panel, and these women were just they couldn't wait. I mean, single white girls like this is what we've been waiting for. All of us to team up against and go after the real evil. It's like no, all of you women on panel are the real evil. You're looking at each other. I just don't understand how none of their family members have stepped in and been like, hey, this seems a little unhealthy, right? It's a little. I know if I was screaming B and see you next Tuesday and calling people's jobs and threatening to dox people and going live the second someone said something about me, every time my husband would be like, "All right, Jolene, we're get you into some therapy. We're gonna up your antidepressants. And we're gonna start going for walks, okay? Yeah." My husband would not. No. My mom, oh my God, Nana, she still hates that sipping tea. Talk about the subject matter we talk about because she's like, these people are crazy, Jolene. And the thing is, most of these beefs and most of these women predate me and Busy and sipping tea. So I, um, it's been so, I don't know. So when you ask how long has this been going on, yeah, YouTube years like dog years. It seems it's forever, and they're never going to resolve it because this is the only way they've learned to create content. They don't know how to do it any other way because they're terrified they're going to be the next Holly White sitting there doing true crime to 12 of your own sock accounts, and they don't want that to happen. You look at Holly White, she's like, I'm going live tonight. And then you look and you're like, oh God, oh God. She's got 11 of her own sock accounts. She's talking into the abyss, you know. So they're terrified of that, and so they have now come to, define their worth by how many people are in their chat, but or how many people are watching, their number. But what they don't realize is most of those people are just watching from the bushes to watch the shit show, and most of them are hate watching, and they don't like you. Because anytime I catch a live of any of theirs, I'm not a fan. I don't like them. So I'm not someone who would buy a membership or would give them a super chat or would engage in the chat, which are all very important when you're building a fan base, or an audience. But they don't care. They're just like, we have 170 right now. It's like, that means 169 people hate you. That's difficult. I know, and that's the crazy thing. Johnny has created all of these women. All of these women. I mean, none of them had, I don't think, much of a YouTuber online presence before JY. I mean, obviously, Busy and I did. We had YouTube channels for years. And we're already monetized and well into the thousand. I mean, I think I was already, when we covered JY, I was already past 10,000 subs or something on my other channel. So, but yeah, this is all, he created it. Yeah, well, what happens is, Kim, like, they hate each other. And then when they decide, oh, but wait, we can hate on this lady more, they get excited that they can hate together. And then they're like, for one night only. It's like, one night only. We're going to be friends, whatever that means. Even though I might have an RO against you. Hi, where am I? It's not fun anymore to watch that stuff. For like a minute it was. But I swear, if I have to hear Broke talk about Sailor Moon one more time or Sailor Moon talk about Broke, I'm gonna just poke my own eyes out because it's so ridiculous. I'm gonna clean up my bathroom here, so if you hear me moving stuff around, I'm gonna Windex and stuff. So it's a cleaning and chat with Joleen. And then the grossest part is I heard on when I was jumping around Tragic Lynn's, the homophobic lady from the South, I like to call her. Um, when I'm jumping around her live, uh, trying to like fast forward and be like, okay, what do I need to listen to? Listen to it in fast speed because it's like so long. I caught when Teresa Soup Bowl had joined, and she hadn't even brushed her teeth yet. So these chicks are going up on panel with stank breath. First thing, I mean, nasty, gross, ew. And she's just like, no, I gotta brush my teeth. Because someone's like, are you in the bath? Because we all say Sailor Moon goes live in her tub. We're funny. And she's like, no, I have to brush my teeth. I'm like, dang, chick, you haven't brushed your teeth yet? That's nasty. Oh my God. What time was it? Also, isn't that the first thing you do? Is get up, go to the bathroom, brush your damn teeth? I mean, that's how important the drama is to them. They would rather just hop on live than give their husband a kiss, brush their teeth, hopefully brush their teeth, then give their husband a kiss. But guess what? You're married, so you can kiss them without teeth brushed if you want. That's under God, okay? Yeah, she was like, I gotta brush my teeth. I was like, dang, chick, you are lost. Like, anyone who supports that lady is bananas, in my opinion, because she is off her damn rocker. She should be focusing on so much more. She was just waiting. I mean, she was in this, like I said, when me and Busy first started covering this, she was with Lita Leda on them, and she was just like a weird sidekick that people were like, no, she's crazy. She's legit, will like try to ruin your life. And we're like, all right, stay away from her. And so when she'd come in our chats praising us because we were doing, anti JY stuff, we were just like, okay, crazy lady. And then somewhere along the way, when she started targeting us, because that always happens. And yeah, and then she's she's something, all right. I don't explain her, but it was always like she was just waiting for her moment to start her own channel and be relevant. And it all started from John Yates, who she desperately wanted acceptance from. And then when she didn't get it, then she realized, oh, he's problematic. So okay. Cool soup had. Cool story. And I think she's like 55 or something. I'm not sure. I think she is. I think that's what I heard them say. She's like a grandma and stuff. And God, I mean, I don't know. I just look at how my mom is as a grandma, and not that grandmas can't have lives. Grandmas can have great lives. My mom's got a great life. But none of that great grandma life or none of that wonderful grandma life consists of bullying, cyberbullying, or threatening. Because today, I mean, Soup Ballhead was on Tragic Lynn's live, just like, this is what I do. I do it so well. I'll take you down to Chinatown. I'll ruin you, and then I'm gonna crap on you, and I'll get you, and I know everything about you, and I'm the fastest screenshotter in the West. And I'm like, ugh, ew. And she's like such a narc. He's so crazy. He's such a damn narc. She's always telling on someone, telling on herself. So I remember Keith. Noise. Are you talking about the guy that was like in his basement? Sometimes Reddit has great drag that hag. I'd like to see some. It's really bad if you're sitting for hours. But your circular system, right? It's your circulatory system. You can lose years from. Well, those women are screwed then. They're screwed. Hmm. I mean, they all bullied each other and now they're friends. Oh, yeah. It's just, it's really gross. It's really, really gross. And unfortunately, now after this Geneva thing and after I see that Glen Crack cottage motel person, um, it's hard to tell who is, I mean, it's actually not super hard to tell because there are people who have just been the same forever on Reddit and been very consistent and stuff. As much as they want to villainize the John Yates Reddit people, most of them I think are good, especially people that started in the beginning. There's a couple of people that sometimes are a little questionable, but overall, Um, however, you get like the Glen Cracks, and if you really are a part of, your Reddit name is kind of an anti-JY thing, and you're modding and going to bat for and sticking up for a hag, an ex-hag, who would probably for surely go back to him if her other friends dropped her because she's so thirsty and pathetic when it comes to that kind of stuff, then I question, like there have been, since that OG group dismantled, there's definitely been some people who have snuck in and who have found themselves, obviously, in the mess, and it looks like Geneva might have been one of them. That Glen Crack is definitely one of them. I think there's a couple others that, I think one in particular was kind of aware of it and pulled themselves away. So I think that's very good and healthy to recognize when maybe it's you've gotten a little too involved, when you're not separating your life or you're not, if you're taking time to really find out personal shit on people, might be time to take a nap, take a break. Um, yeah, I don't know. So it is a little more difficult there now. And you do see, the Brooks and the single white squirrels and the Mims, and they have Reddits and they have stock Reddit accounts they use. And you'll see Redditors like in bottom feeders be like, well, looks like Squirrels got her socks going because downvoting this, because nobody really, is going to be that pro squirrel um, in the bottom feeders. So the downvotes come from their socks, and then even the way some of them write things on Reddit, you're like, oh, that's definitely broke. It's definitely broke, or that's Sailor Moon, or that's Single White Squirrel, or that's Soup Bowl Head, or that's Tragic Lynn. Um, so yeah. Oh, you've missed an hour. Oh no, I'm just a mango. Just a mango. I was surprised to see an old screenshot of Paul. Yeah, well, that's what me and Busy were talking about last night on Sipping Keys. JY, his rise to mediocrity within the 90 Day community only came because he was relentless and mean and threatened people on the cast. And I think the cast just thought it was better in the early days to get on his good side than to have him go after you because, as we've seen, problematic bloggers in the past, like the Perez Hiltons and that, you look back now on all the things he did, and it's so problematic. But they were successful bloggers, so a lot of people would rather befriend Perez, and not that JY had anywhere near any success like Perez Hilton, but he had similar dirty tactics that he had when he first started, that Perez had. So I think some of these celebrities just were nice to Perez so that they would get good, coverage. And I think that's what a lot of JY was. So JY's been throwing around the suicide threats forever. Anytime he's held accountable for anything, anytime he gets in trouble, anytime he needs money, he's always going to kill himself. He's always going to hurt himself. And you can see it even back then with Paul. Paul's like, your suicide attempt or threat isn't going to work on me. And it's like, that's what this dude does, you know? Sorry, I'm washing my sink, so I gotta turn the water on, and then I have to wash my hands after I touch the cleaning products. It's a whole thing, you guys. It's a whole thing. So he's been doing that. I mean, that's his history with these people. And you know, he'll if they got in with him, then he'll give them positive stories and do negative stories about you know, other cast members they might not like. So I remember a bit ODG Geneva back. I remember a bit OG Geneva back when she was active in Reddit. Some of her comics were extreme, too much. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know. It seems like they're all going at her right now. But what did her manifesto say? Because it just looked like a lot, and I don't think I read. I know I didn't read the whole thing. I don't even think I read more than a couple sentences, and I saw that it was like paragraphs, I thought. So does anyone have the Cliff Notes? Because I know it's since been deleted. Good night, graphics. We'll see you hopefully Friday for Salt Lake City. Nana's sick. I told her to go get a COVID test so that if maybe she can get that medication that they give people over 60 or maybe over 50 even to kind of make the symptoms go away sooner so you get over it sooner. I forget what it's called. I thought it starts with a T. But they offered it to me when I had COVID. But I think I was already a few days in, and I thought, it was my first time having COVID. I'm like, oh, wait. Well, the PA that saw me was kind of like, well, we don't know a ton about it yet, so he kind of freaked me out about it. So I was like, okay, never mind. I'll just be sick. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure the hags have it. They have everything. I mean, can you imagine what their computers are like? Like, oh, gotta delete this picture of my grandbaby because I got another screenshot I gotta save because I doubt any of them even know what an external hard drive is. Because Maria, she does not. She just gets a new phone and she fills up the phones. She thinks the phone is the external hard drive. It's like, girl, you can get terabytes of storage on these external hard drives, but don't tell them. I think it's funnier that they are always like, my phone's full. Don't know what to do. So, yeah, I don't know. So, let's see. TL feels, what a dork. I mean, what? These people are they're just so. When else in life would anyone pay attention to these women? Never. Never, never. Never, never, never. Okay, so I never do this, but we have 69 people. And let me know. I'll drop a link if someone wants to join me in chat. But if I do drop the link, please don't show your penis. And just do that thing that they say, show me your face backstage. And then you can come up. But let me know in the chat if you guys want me to drop a link if you're interested in chatting. And please, if you were a hag or are a hag, or I don't know that you're a hag, don't click it. Don't click it. I don't want to talk to hags. But I don't think anyone here is a hag. So let me know. I never do that, but why not? Jamie B, you should click the link and you should talk about this shit with me. You never do. Actually, you have before, I think. Not, we have joined in a live. Yeah, we were doing all about the treason. Remember that? That was fun. We were doing our impersonations and stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna trust you guys, and I'm gonna just drop a link. And if you want to chat for a little bit up here and you have some thoughts about anything, it doesn't have to be about any of this crazy cuckoo stuff. It can just be about life in general, whatever you want to talk about. I'll go on my computer and I'll drop it, and then you can turn your camera off after I see you. Oh, you're putting a baby to sleep. Yeah, you were Beefy Ben. You were so good at that. You were so funny. Jamie, you were so funny. All right. Let me just drop it. And then if someone wants to join, they can. I'll give it a couple minutes. And then if not, we'll just keep chatting along. So there you go. And I never do this because just you never know who to trust. You're who to trust. Jasco, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to click it. Do I have a guest? No, I'm my own guest. Because I logged into my computer too. I was like, oh, I have a guest. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Hi, Tilly. So yeah, I don't know. Is that live of Tragic Lynn still on? I have no idea. Let's see. Tragic Lynn. It was so long. How did she never sleep? Is she like a vampire? Okay. I think it's done. You guys, it was only 11 hours and 55 minutes, so it wasn't even a big deal. So it wasn't even that long. Let's see if anyone else. But yeah, all of a sudden all the Hag channels were live, Hag and X-Hag channels, and it was really strange, but pretty on brand for these ladies. Let's see, there's our little sipping key. Oh, we had Cemetery Jen was leaving weird comments on our video. I just deleted it. I'm gonna have to block her. I thought I did, but she's like, busy, they're talking about my kids. Something, something, something. Do you think JY is moving? I do. I have this feeling that he is, or he's trying to. Something's going on with JY, for sure. Back in the motel. It's sus. Sus. Um, trying to get money. I'm sure something will happen where we couldn't really work and we were trying to take care of our friend. It's like, well, you're not taking care of your friend very well if you are getting drunk and yelling at people and doing 4 different drunken lives in a night. Maria said he is really homeless right now. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God, Code is so boring. He's boring. What surprised me is freaking uh so yeah, I think he's for sure up to crazy stuff. And he also um like went live, I think, with Addie and Lumberjack, and they all did that generic background thing. I didn't watch it because I don't like to give him any clicks and views when it comes to really anything. I try to get, I mean, there are times I have to when I have to screen grab stuff. But I used to love it when I could get it on Reddit, but I'm not in that group anymore, so I can't get that because they kick me out. So yes, the reenact. Yes, but Perry's calling me, and now it was Broke calling him, and Broke's like, I didn't call him, and he should have just shown her number, but of course he didn't do that because he's crazy. But oh, DGF, I see you. Okay, you can turn off your camera if you want to, or if you want to keep it on. You're more than welcome. But you look adorable. Okay, and I will bring you up here.
This is my first time clicking the live.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you did. Where are you going?
I'm headed home, but I pulled over in the gas station so I could click the link.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I love it. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Really. Hi, everyone.
You look
I
so
really enjoy your
cute.
channel.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
we enjoy you, DGF. You are just a sweetie and you bring so much to the chat and the channel, and you're so generous too with sending Nana the cutest gifts. You're just the best.
Thank you. I had to. You guys really make my days and evenings sometimes. And sometimes I'll plug in and listen while I fall asleep to a Joleen vlogs. When I say that you should create an ASMR stream with no commercials for like about 8 hours.
I've thought of that when I do my soft voice, my
Yes,
Delilah.
exactly. Exactly.
Ooh, because I like some ASMR, and there was a point where I was falling asleep, DGF, to the drama channels.
I couldn't.
And then I'd have like bad dreams and I'd wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, everyone's saying hi. Hi, new friend. Hi,
Hi,
DGF.
hello.
Yeah. How
It's
long? I mean, I
me.
feel like you've been following since the beginning. How long have you been subscribed?
I don't know. It's been a minute though. At least going back to the Birch incident, I was
Oh, the
there for
Lion
that.
Birch. Yep, that takes you back. That was hilarious. Looking back, hilarious.
It was classic. I have to lift my glasses up a bit because these are multifocal lenses because I just could not see anything. I
Well,
feel
we
like
can
man.
see you. Yeah, I know. That is like Nana. Nana's always moving her glasses and trying to see
Hmm.
what's going on. Yeah. So what else how's your holiday going? Like, how's your holiday season?
I'm not really that into the holidays, although I like to watch people do their things like you with your
Mhm.
trees and going shopping with you as you did on your Target run for
Yeah.
Halloween. I just really have been in work, just at work. We'll be closed we get a whole week off during the holidays between Christmas and the New Year. And so I'm doing everything I can to be able to walk out and not think twice. Just be good. I like my job. So I don't mind being there late. But I hate when I'm still there and you go live and then I'm always like driving home. I'm like, I want to comment.
Oh, I know. But I
Mhm,
do love companies that close for that last week or for Christmas week. I love when they do that. It's my
mhm.
favorite.
I work at a university, so yay me.
Oh, you do? I don't want you to dox yourself. I was going to say, what university?
Mhm,
But my in-laws, so my well, you probably know, Chel's dad and stepmom used to work at ASU, and then
mhm,
now they moved to Texas. So my stepmother-in-law is working at a different university in Texas, and she's like the head of the department there. So we
mhm,
do have family members that work at universities. I always thought it'd be cool to work at a college.
mhm. I like the young people and the energy on the campus. Free panorama.
Oh, yeah.
And I think YouTube, with all of their regulations, I think a suit may be coming because they
Mm.
do too much. They're too controlling.
Oh,
Gas
really?
stations close and cut the lights out on.
They did.
Yeah,
They're like, time to go. Oh, so you think YouTube will get suits coming after them?
they are doing too much as far as the basic things that you can't discuss, which
Oh,
are
right.
helpful, like unaliving, like
Hmm.
just using a common word, the F bomb, which is used every day by almost everyone. You know, it's ridiculous. However, I admire the cleverness of YouTubers and getting around those rules, basically making up new terms.
Exactly. I do have to say though, I hate saying like fake S attempt and the R word. I'm like, we're all adults. We can say these things. It sounds so silly to have
Hmm.
to say K somebody. It's like the word is kill, and it's okay.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not okay to kill, but I'm saying it's okay to like say that word, especially what if you're reporting on like a story or something?
Exactly, or reviewing a movie, and that word is in
Yeah,
the title. It's very common. It's in songs. But what can you
right?
do? Hmm.
But they don't demonetize the big, is it Vivo or Vevo channels that have songs that have, you know, all those words in it. So
Exactly.
just us little people, we get. And like immediately tonight, when I went live, it went to limited monetization. So then you have to request a review. And what usually happens is YouTube makes you wait till you get at least 1,000 views till they'll even look at it.
Mhm.
So It's crazy. Johnny Crack, yes. Johnny Crack says, I feel like some of those terms are making it into my verbal vocabulary and making me sound like a lunatic, right? If you're talking to your friends, you're like, oh my God, did you hear the story about the someone who got K'd? Oh my God. And then
It happened.
SA,
It happened to me. That's me
it
poking
did.
up. Yes, I will say some of the words instead of some of the coded words, and like panorama. And but people know, like when you say it, they kind of automatically know what you're not saying, which is pretty cool. They get the context
hmm
of the
That
sentence.
that is true because I was calling it the Panakuchen forever, and
Oh
then
yeah,
other people would go, Jolene, now you got me saying it, and people are looking at me like, what? But I'm like, no, it'll catch on. It will catch on. So, looks like Sue wants to know, DGF, what's on the students' minds lately? Like, what's the college scene like post-pandemic?
yeah. Um, the children, even the Canadian children, they come over here for class. They're fine. They're just going about their daily lives.
hmm
Some are masking still. It's no longer mandated on the campuses, but some still mask. And I kind of know when it's testing time because then you see more activity, more students on campus, just crossing the street without looking both ways, and we have to look out for
hmm
that. But sometimes I'll go to a bar or something that the young people hang out just to see what they're doing. They're partying like it's 1999.
They are okay.
Mhm.
And I remember partying when it was about to be, or was 1999 about to be 2000,
Right,
and that was balls to the wall because the world was going to end.
exactly.
Y2K.
We were in a panic.
hmm I thought that shit was real. I was like worried.
I was like,
I
we don't
didn't
have
know.
that much. We had a computer, but not that many things. And the computer, basically, I was signed on to play AOL chat games, music games.
Yeah.
Wasn't too concerned about the data. So,
Yeah, I didn't even know at that time, I was just about to turn 21. So
mhm,
I had no idea about what all a computer could do and the data and all the things that would happen if there was a complete meltdown of that or if all that kind of
mhm,
blew up. Um, I didn't know the ramifications like we do now, how plugged in we all are and how everything's attached to it.
right. And think how we still kind of were cash society then. So I wasn't worried about not being able to get money. We still had banks and tellers and whatnot, but things have really changed now because a lot of the banks no longer exist.
Yeah,
With that
that's
ATM.
true.
Mhm.
Oh, it is. It's so different, yeah, from when I was in college to imagining college kids now and what their norm is. Oh no, we lost DGF. She's so fun. Maybe she'll click the link again. We'll drop it again for DGF. You guys, be like DGF. Click that link. We can just chat like fun stuff. It'll be get to know you with Jolene. Get to know ya. You only got to share what you want, and you can turn your camera off after you show me who you are. I like getting to know you guys. I like seeing what's going on in your lives. This is fun. I know I should do this more often. I just get worried about the trolls. The troll, like the thong song. I get worried that Cisco's gonna show up in a song like that thong, 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 thong. I like it when the beat goes. You wanted your credit to reset. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see you, DGF. Okay, we're gonna bring her back up. We lost you. I was like, I hope she comes back.
Knock myself out patting buttons because this is my first time on the screen yard.
Oh my gosh. Have you done lives before?
No, this is my first time.
TGF, you should. Have you ever thought about having a channel? Anything you'd want to talk about, cover?
No, because I'm not quick witted. I'm that girl who I should have said this or that when I'm sitting on the edge of my bed.
That's just all self-doubt. You are very quick-witted, and that's just that stuff we put in our head to block us from doing the things that we're like, I might be a little nervous about, I think.
No, I'm surrounded by slick mouth people who like my nieces and sisters, and like, man, you should get on YouTube. You should hit a panel. You should just click the link. I just want them to entertain me, to make me laugh.
Right? I mean
Mhm.
that there's something to say for that. And me as a stand-up, I think sometimes I get so used to just doing all the talking and all the jokes, but I think my channel is missing a little something when I watch like Mims. Do you watch Make It Make Sense?
I do.
I feel like I've been shouting him out so much, but I love Mims. But I feel like he's getting to know a lot of people and their perspectives. And sometimes I think, I went to school for journalism. I should be dropping that link and talking and having discussions with people. But
Mhm.
my fear of not having control of it, I think, and then just used to having the stage by myself is what I think holds me back.
Mims is masterful at moderating his panel.
Yes.
I think from his experience and popping into other YouTubers' channels and chats, that he can see how things can go askew. And
Yes.
he just from the start, he's not having that. It's going to be a calm discussion and respect on the
Hmm.
panel. So you kind of have to set your parameters from the start.
Yeah, I think that's very true. But yeah, he has mastered like the moderation of it,
Mhm.
which I think would be the most difficult part, especially when you have like Andrew Gabor does it well too. It's just like, and I think people respect them and they respect their channels because people who follow them, they don't want to shit on their channels, so they'll listen. If Gabor's like, okay, okay, just let this person speak, even though you might not agree with her or him.
Mhm. Right. His channel can get a little bit like the Wild Wild West,
Yep.
and he'll reel it in, and I'm like,
Hmm.
that's really great because it can be challenging sometimes as a listener when the chat or the panel gets, or the rotation of people get in their feelings, a little
Hmm.
heated. And, you know, some people are so busy thinking about what to say next that they aren't really skillful listeners,
Hmm.
and I think that can harm the vibe.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot. I think you're exactly right, is that they just want to think of their next point, which really, if you are actively listening, it can enrich your response even more,
Hmm. I think you
So,
should
oh my
do it.
gosh. Yeah, I think that'll be one of my 2023 goals is kind of dropping the link. I've talked to Mims about it before. Um, just when him and I have our little phone calls and, talk about our channels and stuff and how I might want to venture into that. So I think that'll be a goal of mine. Maybe start it sooner than later and just give it a test run.
Hmm. And
See what
a
happens.
moderators with their strong wrench.
Yes, right? I'll get Jamie B just like knocking people.
Get out here.
Get out of here. You have to let everybody speak, you know? Hello, Kay. Welcome in. Regal says Collins could be yikesy with certain shows. Yes, especially something like Big Brother where trolls come in. I don't think I'd do it for Big Brother. I think I'd do it for more housewives, pop culture type things. I don't think Big Brother, that just, we get so many people in the chat. I don't know how like Kempire does it and stuff when he's got all those people, but
Mm-hmm.
he does it. But I'm so opinionated about Big Brother that I think I'll fill up 2 hours. I don't even know it's 2 hours. You know me. So yeah, I'll have to try something like that out. But I think you should. I always tell women, I'm like, I think you should start something.
I'll think about it. Right now, everything I post is on unlisted or private, and
Yeah.
a few public things. Like when I hit Buffalo Gold, I didn't know what was going on. It was my first time playing, and I saw your post about Nana hitting the 15 gold collection buffaloes, and I had a $50 bill I had been holding on for the entire pandemic, and so I left work one day. I was like, I'm going to the casino, and I went straight to that machine, and I just saw coins just flying around, and people started to kind of come around me a little bit, and I didn't know. And I didn't even know where to go cash out. I thought we still had the to go see a cashier, but it's the machines and tickets. I'm not really a gambler. So,
Mhm.
and I still have all of my winnings.
Oh my gosh, DGF, you were like the opposite gambler of Nana. So,
Mhm.
if we're ever in the same city as you, we have to take you to the casino and you can see Nana in action. She plays it with two hands. Like she is like she knows what she's doing. But yeah, she loves her buffalo. I never have luck on the buffalo, but it sounded like you did have luck.
Mhm. Then I went another time with my nieces and we had luck. So, but they'll sneak and go without me, and I'm like, wow, I feel so like just uh I was the lucky charm. I was the reason that they go play,
Yeah.
but not now. But I got them to go because I casted the your YouTube channel to their TVs, and I was like, come see this, come, watch Nana, just her excitement and stuff. Next thing you know, they were like, let's go to the casino.
Nana will really encourage you. I mean, her passion about gambling is quite amazing. So I could
It's
understand that.
fun. It can be fun.
It can be fun, yeah. If you go in knowing what you're going to spend,
Hmm.
um, I think that that's the best way to do it. And leave, say, okay, I'm going to need this much, and I'm going to walk away, and I don't want to lose more than this. Have a certain amount.
Hmm.
So I think that's Lavender Lady says the panel guest DGF has a lovely voice.
Oh, I thank you.
Chick Benny says you might to exit out of YouTube background noise. Oh, do you have YouTube open on another tab, DGF? Oh no, I think she froze.
No, I exited from YouTube. Am I still here?
Okay. Yeah, and I
Is
think
that
it sounds
better?
better.
This is my
I
first
think
time. Please forgive me. Any faux pas?
no. Don't worry, because I don't drop the link a lot, so I don't even know. So let us know in the chat if that sounds better. And yes, like the video. Renee, you should dial in, okay? We're taking calls. Johnny Crack says, do you ever watch the slot players on TikTok?
No,
No, just Brian Christopher on YouTube.
right. And I followed Brian Christopher because of Nana.
Oh my gosh, Nana is such an influencer. She has no idea that her genuine love for things, it makes you want to like it and
It's
check it
joy.
out.
It's joy.
Yes, it's joy. She does. She has a joy for life. She gets
Hmm.
excited about things, and that's why I just love hanging out with her. So when she visits, my husband's always like, Charles always like, you guys have so much fun together. I'm like, yeah, because she's adventurous like me, or I'm adventurous like her, and so we want to go check stuff out. Sometimes I'm a little too adventurous for her, but you know, do you have people like that in your life that kind of uh, feel that they have so much joy for things and they inspire you to want to try different stuff?
Mm, no, I won't try different things, but I have a friend who is like a shark, and her name is Joy, and she just loves to um just go to events and mentor kids, and she's and party, and she had 3 birthday parties, like, but next year is a milestone year. Pump your brakes a little bit. I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies, so I need to like, I'll just chill out. Like, my friends are like, oh, well, you haven't been calling, what have you been doing? I was like, to be honest, I've been listening to my YouTube programs.
Oh my gosh, I have that in common with you. I feel like I'm an extroverted introvert because obviously I like doing this and I like listening to the YouTube programs too. But when it
Mhm.
comes to going to parties or a friend's gonna have 3 birthday parties, I'm like, that's a
Mhm.
little too much for me.
I feel like the progressive guy is gonna tap me on my shoulder for saying programs, turning into my parents.
Yeah, oh, I love those commercials. Oh, and it's just like you don't have to tell him everything about your life, like when they're talking to like the host at the restaurant or something like that when you
Mhm.
become your parents. It's so
I'm like,
true though.
I'm like, oh, I do that. I've been doing that for some decades.
You're just friendly. That's all. C. Cruz says, my sister loves a casino as well. I would rather spend money at a store. I win just $20. I cash out. That's smart though. If you're ahead, cash out.
I think if
Cash
I'm going
out.
to hit the jackpot, I'm going to hit the jackpot with this $10. I'm going to slide in the slot machine. If I don't
Mhm.
hit, I'm like, I'm out. Not my day.
That's called responsible gambling. That is actually really good.
I can sit and watch somebody pull and do whatever, pull and tap at the casino because I'm a night owl. So I'm good to drag along. And then
Yeah.
while I'm there, I'll be watching my YouTube programs.
Hell yeah. And um it's made driving and stuff even better because podcasts really help with that. But now since we got into our YouTube programs, that actually I usually am listening to YouTube when I drive now.
The first time I had to pull over though was on a Sip and Key. It was you and busy. I just couldn't drive. I had to pull over and just laugh. I was leaving Planet Fitness.
Oh my God, do you remember what silliness we were doing?
I do not remember, but I know it's probably in your archives. But oh, it was just I just couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. It's like boom, boom, boom. You guys have such a great chemistry.
Yeah, I feel like ever since I first met Busy, it's just been, we just connected like that and we can just play off each other really well. We're
Hmm.
both as crazy as the next, we're both as crazy as each other. Chell's in the chat. Chell, we love you too. Chell, are you still at dinner with the old men? I said Chell took my stepfather-in-law and his friend who's in town to a deli, and I looked at all three of them. They're all wearing flannels going out to eat. Just like three flanneled men going to a deli. And two of those men probably over 70, probably going to order liver and onions,
Oh,
which yuck. I don't know. Do you like liver and onions?
I do not. My mother used to try to trick me into eating liver and onions
Ooh.
when I was a child. She would combine it with the cube steak and rice. And I'm like, this is not cube steak. And she would get mad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's something about certain generations that really love liver and onions. Like that's fancy.
I don't have that taste bud. I don't have that liver taste bud. It'll never happen. I don't eat innards, sweetbreads, none of that stuff. I flinched the last
No.
time after I flinched when I saw the tentacles, and so I said I shouldn't be eating something that I flinch at. So I stopped.
My dad he eats the gizzard of the turkey, and yeah, it stinks when my mom's like, I think boiling it or something. I don't know. It's gross. I'm not
But
a fan.
I respect that people like it. I understand when I
Yep.
smell liver. I understand why people like it. Why it's exciting, but it's just not for me.
Nope, it
Uh,
is not for me.
mhm.
Are
Hey,
you a
but
cook, DGF?
I can. I'm very good. My mother is
Mm.
93, so um, she had us with her, preparing dinners when we were kids and grocery shopping, and she always thought it was too much good food in the world to eat the same thing every day. So she
Yes.
had a lot of gadgets. She was like an inspector gadget in the kitchen with the tools and like not utensils, but what do you call them? The gadgets, I guess, the kitchen gadgets.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we would make ice cream from scratch and the crank and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yum. Oh my
Mhm.
God, that
Cook
sounds
books.
good.
Hmm. So I decided my sister kind of would cook her style home cooking, soul food, and I would make like a souffle. I'm gonna master sauce,
Oh.
practice sauces.
Ooh, I feel like busy. Come on, souffle. Like that sounds good.
I'm waiting on Busy to get back in the kitchen for his
Oh,
cooking with Busy segments. I
he's a
really
good he's a good cook too. I mean, I've eaten his food firsthand, and he's like how my husband is. He shows that food some love. Speaking of love, Renee, how are you?
Hey, ladies. Hope you're having a good night. Everyone can hear me fine.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. How fun.
I know
Oops,
I
hold
never
on.
thought I'd click a link, but Jolene, I had to.
Oh, I love it. I love that you guys are clicking the link. You're gonna all of a sudden just fall in love with this, and the next I'm gonna get a message from both of you, and you're gonna be like, "Here's my channel. Let's go live."
I feel like I need to be applying some lip gloss because that's what you do.
Always. I have so many lip glosses by me at all times. You guys know.
Mhm.
I can't. I'm gonna put some on right now. Renee, what are you doing?
I just got off of work, so I'm like finally compressing,
Oh my
decompressing.
gosh. Was it
Same.
crazy?
Too much. I just opened a new restaurant, so we're like trying to get the community out and everything, and they just had a hosted party. So I loved doing those when I was at the comedy club, but I don't know about here. That's what I like crazed about. I'm like, I must have ran into Jolene at some time when I worked at Stand Up Live. When did this happen?
Right? Because Renee, just like small world, he worked at a comedy club because I started comedy in Phoenix in 2009, and I was there all the way to 2012, and that's where I met Chell. And Renee worked at a club that I was a regular performer at, which was Stand Up Live, and then the Tempe Improv. They were bought. Tempe Improv was bought then by the same people that own this club, and they were both 600 seat comedy clubs, and they're so fun to perform at.
I miss
And
it
we,
sometimes.
yeah, like, do you think you'll go back? I'm just gonna switch. If you don't hear me for a second, I'm just gonna switch over to my other mic. So I'm gonna mute myself. But yeah, do you miss it?
I do not miss the late hours, but I miss laughing my ass off all the time. That's why I love Jolene's channel. It's like stand up every day on YouTube.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I feel like super boring today. I'm like exhausted after work. You said I gotta be ready to click the link, but sorry, I'm not very entertaining today.
No, you're very entertaining. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me better than before?
Sure.
Okay,
It
let
sounds
me
the same to
just
me.
put my earphone back in. So yeah. I have two devices currently connected. So it's like we're all trying something new. And I'm like, how do I get this one device off without ending the live? I feel like Momo.
Huh?
She's always like, what do I
What?
do? What? Huh?
Wrong character,
Huh?
but I
I
had
know.
to do my TL impression.
Oh my gosh, Renee, you've watched me enough, and I know you like comedy. What are your favorite impressions that you like to do of these crazy people?
Oh, TL has to be one of my favorites. And then I don't know if I've heard you do a Bella Marie, but that's probably one of my favorite accents of the hags. Get your facts straight. Or the other night when you were reviewing the live, or no, it was like someone with Jan Bailey, and they were calling her Genevieve Bailey, Genevieve Bailey. The voices are probably the main reason why I tune into these ladies.
We lost Renee. Don't hear Jolene. I don't know if you guys can
Hear me?
see
Okay,
two Jolene.
let's remove this one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, let me get out of this one. Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes, I can feel it.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve, everyone.
Oh, yes.
All right. DGF, I can hear you. Yay!
Okay. Can the
Yay!
chat hear us? I can't view the chat.
Oh no. It is. Are you on your phone?
Yes.
It's so hard on your phone with the chat. I'll drop the link again so Renee can click it again. And yeah. Do you have any with us DGF when we were doing the avatar characters?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever want to have some people clicking the link to do little improvements like all about beef with me?
You're breaking up a tiny bit.
Okay, let me switch my Wi-Fi and make sure I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. See, you're already a fantastic content creator. You have better sound than all of us.
Hey, Jamie B.
Hi,
Hey,
Jamie.
everybody. Hey, how are you?
Good. What's new, my friend?
Nothing. Same old shit, different day.
Yep. How did you
So,
work today?
of course.
Of
I work
course. And
every
how was
day.
that?
It was work. You know. You see the mod chat. You know how my days go.
I do. I see how it goes. You have patience, sir.
Oh, yes. But I'm off Friday and I'm leaving early tomorrow. So, that's good.
Oh, good. So you're off tomorrow.
No, I'm going to leave early tomorrow.
Oh, you really?
And then I'll be off on Friday.
Oh my gosh. Where can we buy your snowflakes, Jamie? Or your snowmen?
I got so many orders right now. I'm not doing any more besides what I already got this year. Because I just was bored one night and seen it on somebody's YouTube channel and went the next day and bought the stuff and made it. And then my sister showed people at work and it was just like, it just kind of went crazy. I sold like 23 of them.
Oh my gosh. And wow, that's amazing.
So, and then my mom's like, I want 4 for my mantle and I want this. And I made a big like cookie jar for her and some like vases and candle holders. So I think I'm going to start a little Etsy shop and do like Valentine's stuff and then like customized birthday stuff. And I want to do Pride stuff too. So
You should, because it is actually much easier than you would think. Sorry,
yeah.
DGF, I just muted yours because I think back on your side, probably because do you have earphones in? Yep. See, that's why. So it's probably coming through your speakers. So then we're hearing it. So I didn't mean to like mute you like that. Sorry about that, DGF. So yeah, whenever you want to talk, just unmute yourself, and we're killing it. We're all learning.
But I want to send you something, but it'll, obviously be after Christmas, but you can have it for next year.
Oh my gosh.
After. So
Are you
you'll have
gonna
to tell
send
me what
me?
colors you want.
Are you sending me a snowman?
Yeah, I will.
I'm so
Just
excited
tell
because
me
I
what
keep
colors
seeing
you want.
them
I'll
on
even put some
Instagram.
edibles in it if you want it.
Okay,
I know you
don't
don't, but if you do, I will. I'll send some.
Make the carrot nose an edible.
What I tried to do.
Go ahead, Jamie.
What I try to do is like make it so when the face is on there, when you put the little LED candle in it, the candle light is the nose.
Oh, that's
Because
cute.
I'm a little crafty bitch like that,
I don't know how that would work.
A crafty bitch. Well, obviously, I love pink.
Oh my!
To match
You know
my
what?
tree.
That's been the #1 color, pink and gold.
Really?
And the other thing is, a lot of people have ordered pink and black and blue and black.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So
I
I've
like
not
all of
done
that.
one like green and red or what you would consider normal. Well, I did my godmother red and gold today. I just posted that picture. That's like the most normal Christmas color that I did. But all of our stuff in our house is pink, gold, and white.
Oh, I love that. What about you, Renee? We haven't asked you about your decorating, how your feelings towards Christmas. How's it going?
I'm not decorated. I have nothing up. I'm not very seasonal friendly, and it's so funny because I see you like decorating for everything, and
I
I'm
know.
like the most plain person.
I'm usually
Maybe you're
not either.
clean, because there's some people who just like their stuff clean. They like it the way it is, and maybe they think that putting up the decorations kind of is a little too much.
I did too much of it in high school. Too much student government. Now it's like all leaked out of me.
You're more simplistic now.
Yeah, I saw somewhere it says like that you're like old when you go to Costco and you buy like five of the same shirt, and that's like your wardrobe, and that's pretty much me now.
Oh
All the
my
same
God,
clothes every single day.
I love that though, because it is, as you get older, once you find something you like, get more than one.
I'm wearing my Costco hoodie right now, Renee.
Oh, there we go. I'm right with you.
Quietly inside, I'm tripping that I'm on a panel with Jamie B and Renee. You guys crack me up. Commuting.
Oh my God. And you guys are on a panel with DGF.
Right.
And she is a
Yes,
queen.
exactly.
She's an OG and a queen.
My nephews tell me I dress like I'm too young. They're like, "Why do you dress like that? You're 45. You're almost 50, Uncle Jamie. You're not 20." I'll be like, "You know what, little boy? Don't get in my car. You better leave me alone
That
because I'm gonna rock my
is
Jordans and my
not
baggy jeans and whatever I want."
that is not almost 50. That is 45. Okay. Seriously.
I'm like, "Okay,
Oh
well,
my
just
God.
remember this summer when you want to go to Cedar Point or you want to go to Michigan Adventure or you want to go from somewhere. Oh, I'm too old. I'm 45. I can't go. I'll be 46 by then. I can't walk."
Point is everything. Oh, by the way.
So, but I
I
love
want to
them.
go to
They're my.
Cedar Fair. I want to go to Michigan's Adventure.
You don't want to go to Michigan Adventure because it's regularly, but Cedar Point, I go every year.
I've never been. Is it as rad as everyone says?
Yes, they have like, if you like roller coasters, then oh my God, yes. Like, I love them all. Like, I'll ride everything there except the Power Tower and Millennium Force. Anything else, I'll completely ride, hands up. I take Dramamine so I don't get sick. Let's ride, 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 ride.
Top Speed Dragster. Have you ridden that?
Yes.
Mhm.
I've ridden everything that's there. It's just Millennium Force. I don't like it 'cause I feel like you're gonna fall out.
Cedar
And
Point
Power
is a
Tower,
combination.
do what?
Cedar Point is a combination of amusement and water park. So you
Yeah,
can really just have a ball, and it's right off of Lake Erie.
yeah.
And Lake Erie is like an ocean big.
I live pretty much exactly between Michigan Adventure and Cedar Point. So if we're gonna choose to go somewhere, we go to Cedar Point. It's 10 times as big and better. So
Oh my
I have
God.
trouble getting people to go to roller coasters with me, so I need to get my way over there.
Yeah. Well, maybe
my
we need to put
nephews
together a roller coaster crew.
Oh yes, oh
let's
yes.
go.
I watched like during COVID. I was watching those like people who would ride the rides and just like record the whole thing. God save those people because that got me through the beginning of the pandemic.
That's so
I,
funny because I love watching abandoned amusement park videos on YouTube. Has anyone
Oh
checked this
yes,
out?
oh
oh my
yes.
They
God, yeah.
they're
I was
so
just
cool.
doing that at our work. We had our little holiday luncheon today, and we had Jamie B. It was called you remember Irish Hills? And
Yes,
they had a prehistoric park, like search. It's an abandoned park.
I'm
Well, it was like
literally. You're talking about in Michigan, right?
yes. Hmm.
I'm probably 20 minutes from there.
So you know more about it. Irish Hills. They had dinosaurs, and it's really
They,
some good footage on
yeah,
YouTube.
another company literally just bought that whole plot of land and they're changing it into an all-year haunted attraction of some kind. I don't know what it is, but they just announced that like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, spooky Jolene.
I know. I got to get on that. I want to go to Salem, Massachusetts, and be real basic. Check
Oh my
that
God, I
out.
want to
But
go.
Right? Maybe we should plan a mod trip. I just saw one about a Wizard of Oz type amusement park that I think was it in the Appalachians? I don't know, somewhere.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, I've
I've
Yeah.
heard of
seen
this
that
one.
one too.
Oh, it looks so cool. And hi, Kay. Sorry, I wanted to greet you. We're just geeking out over abandoned amusement parks and abandoned malls. But how are you, Kay?
Hi, I'm so excited to see you
Okay.
and talk to you. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I know. Can you believe Jolene
Oh,
has a
hey.
panel now?
I know.
I know
This is
this
my
is
first
weird.
time ever joining anything. This is crazy.
That's awesome, Kay. How did you discover my channel?
JY.
Of course, you know.
But I have been solely following you now because I just can't. It's too many directions. It's gone.
It's been so many directions, and I definitely thought it would probably be over by now, but these people are never going to quit.
Yeah,
I thought it
no.
only went in one direction, down.
Ah,
I mean,
with
I've
the
just come to
comedy.
realize that this is their life. Like, this is their life. We're
Yep.
always going to see it. It's always going to be there. This is their life.
Yeah, I would love to get you guys' thoughts on this crazy stuff that me and Busy have been covering. Like, as a viewer and as a subscriber, what do you think about all this? I feel like you've been along for this ride with us. Do you hope we stop? Do you, give me your unfiltered opinions. I'd love to hear it.
Well, it's like addicting, and I'm addicted to it. So I don't want you to stop because I love hearing like other opinions about it.
Yeah, I want you to just keep going. I stopped.
Yeah. And that makes
I mean,
sense because healthy.
it's fun in games, but the whole chat issue, like we were talking about before, with the just now blocking all hags in the chat, I think that's going to make things a lot better because I think that would steer the focus of the entire chat that way, and people wouldn't focus to kind of what else was going on. So, you know me, I don't care about none of these hags, none of these JY, none of these people.
I know. I love Jamie B. I can always
get
count
well
on
soon,
him.
Etherella. She always tells me that I'm too nice.
Yeah, Renee, you don't have to be. I always say, like, I trust my mods. People have teased me for that, but I completely do. And you guys are like the backbone of my channel, and you help me so much. And if anyone's messing with you, block. Like, I always say, I don't need subscribers that bad. Like, if they're treating you shitty, if they're treating us shitty, or if they're just ruining the chat, get rid of them.
I mean, I just wish people would realize, like, this is all like a hobby and a fun time for us. It's not like, it's not real life. People like, what do these people do during the day? How do they survive? Like, how do you pay bills? How do you do it? Tell me, because I don't want to drive to work no more. I don't want to go to work no more, but yet I don't want to sit on the internet and yell at random women until they give me money either. So can we find a compromise? Can I get a sugar daddy, something?
I mean, yelling at if it's gonna make me $30K, maybe it is worth it.
I mean, but you know what? If it takes yelling at people, I'm the right one. I will get everybody on this panel will have a full-time income from me yelling at people, because line them up, read them down.
Right.
Who's first? So.
Oh, Jolene, you're not an official hag channel because every single subscriber is not a mod.
Oh, yes. Isn't that strange that they do that, where you'll go in these hag channels and they now have like modded everyone? It's something our stalker used to do too, and it was real creepy, and that gives off a lot of cult vibes too. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Jamie, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I can remember when I first really started like getting into the YouTube and follow. You're the first one I like followed out of anybody. I found you with Big Brother, and you sung that damn song. I love that Big Brother song. That's what stuck me, and I was just like, oh my god, she's nuts! Like, and then
that's true.
That's how it started, and then just like, I don't even remember what I was talking about now because I got excited about the damn Big Brother song. See, that's what
how you all the mods, and the
yeah,
chats
but
and
like
everyone.
when I would go to a channel, and if it was all mods in the chat, I wouldn't go back because I'm like, something's not right here. Like, all these
Yep.
people are your best friends and your mods. Like, that's not normal.
Right?
Isn't
I
there
don't
a
think
Nicki
it's normal.
Minaj song called that? Mods in the chat.
Is there?
I think it's Bees in the Trap. But it
Oh.
just TikTok reminded me of it.
Close enough. Close enough.
So
Yeah,
I
it's interesting. So you guys are do you find yourself watching the craziness or just watching me and what me and Busy say about it?
no,
Just
I
you and
depend on
Busy.
what. Yeah,
Okay.
I depend on the recaps here, and then Estrella, I depend on her recaps in the pod chat and our private chat. I'll be like, "What's going on? Who's this? Who's that?" She knows it all, so she's the one that keeps me informed.
I discovered that there was such thing as YouTube Street. And I was like, I'm in these YouTube streets.
You're in the YouTube
Girl,
street,
we all
TGF.
is.
So
Did you say that at your professional job? You guys went home to get YouTube Street.
yes, I let them know I closed my office door, and I'm like, I'm on YouTube. I'm in these streets.
We need Nana to say that.
Oh my God, I have to keep Anna away from anything associated with that. I will cut a bitch if they come for Nana. Like that is a whole nother level of I'm so protective of my mom and I've really protected her from this stuff. Oh, we have Dee Marie backstage. Dee Marie, I see you. You can keep your camera on or you can turn it off, whatever you're most comfortable with. So there we go. Dee Marie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, look at your cute voice. Everyone's got good voices.
I
Thank
can't
you.
hear it.
So do you.
That's the first time I've ever heard that, Joleen.
Oh, there I can.
Really? Good
Yeah.
voices? Well,
People always
people in the
say,
chat
my
were just
voice.
I'm like, I'm country.
oh my God, people in the chat were even saying that. People in the chat said about DGF as well. So you guys all have, your own little unique sound. I love it.
All I see is Kim A calling me a Grinch.
You guys are my
And yes,
favorite.
that's correct.
Who doesn't love a Grinch? I mean, the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I mean, it's a classic. But sorry, Dee Marie, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was saying you guys are my favorite. That's it.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you. How long have you been following the channel?
This one or like the whole saga?
The whole saga.
The whole saga from All About the Tea. Before that, when you started getting into it, the whole history.
Yeah.
Like
so
2 years ago.
Yeah, All About the Tea brought quite a few people, brought me and Busy into a lot of people who didn't know about us because that was just so fun because it was so ridiculous. And obviously Team Ples all day, every day. And we met Deb off it. We met Princess, who we love. Just so many great people. I often find myself wondering what happened to little Soldier Boy or Soldier Girl. What was her name?
Soldier Boy.
Did we ever?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, Soldier Boy. Did we ever find out who Monica was?
Yeah, she's the lady that had a camera slip while she was making ribs, but I don't know if we know her name.
Isn't her
I mean, maybe we need to circle around back to the beginning and wait a minute. We need to do a prequel to the John Yates saga and figure out who is Monica in 2023.
Right? And also, where has she been now that JY is again losing it? Has Monica turned her back, or is she behind the scenes trying to rein it in, as she often does?
I don't know, because he wouldn't remember. He wouldn't turn his back on her when all that stuff was going down. So is she doing the same?
Yeah, them two are thick as thieves.
I do wonder how much he actually does know about her and how much of it is a lie, and because how dumb Monica would be to divulge all of the information about her to him, but maybe she has. And I know I brought up Soldier Boy, Dee Marie, and you were going to say something.
Oh, I was really confused last night because I thought somebody said he was married to a woman, and I was like, what? But that was just she's like a wife. Right?
Yes. How do you guys feel about that? Somebody, okay, I'll go down the line. I'll start with DJF. A guy, a gay man who has a friend forever, who's like, hey, she's like my wife, and what? And you have a husband, and then my husband.
I get it, like, you know, how some people have work wives and work husbands and,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
But he
Like,
don't work.
What I do,
yeah, right.
right. Well, what I didn't get is the whole.
That.
But I see what you're saying, DGF. You could have. People often say that. My work wife, my work husband, you have a friend forever. But I'm like, I always just think, did she consent to that?
I still want to know what grown adult sits there and says, "Well, you only have 25% of my heart," and I would have punched my husband in the head right then and there if he told me I
Right?
had 25% of his heart.
When he
25% of
said
what?
when he said I care about her more than I do about my husband, I was like, oh, that broke my heart.
And then
I
when
mean, I
Cody
didn't
said
get
it
that.
back, it sounded like he was upset from hearing it from JY. He just
Oh
said
yeah.
it
They
just
don't
to
have
get him
feelings.
back.
It's disrespectful.
They
Yes.
don't have feelings. They're not normal.
It's just
They
mean.
It is.
Amen.
It was strange. I mean, if Chell was like, okay, Jolene, you got 25% of my heart, but I have this friend who I've had forever who I love more, I'd be like, it's stabbing time. Like it would not be going down. I better have 100% of your heart, 100% of your ass, 100% of your face. Like I get it all. But under God, I signed the paper.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Vegas, and that's that about that, you know?
You're like, you may have 25, but I get 50%. So
Yeah, exactly.
No, it ain't. I'm getting 100%.
Look at Chell in the chat. Send help. He's literally,
Send help.
I can see him. He's laying on the
Has
bed.
Chell got his PS5 yet? We're gonna get Chell a PS5
Chell.
in 2023 too.
I love
No, we're
when Chell
not.
was getting all jealous of John Quinones the other day.
Oh yeah, Chell did get jealous of John Quinones. Oh my gosh. And people in the chat were like,
I
it's
don't.
okay, Chell. She loves you.
Oh,
But
that's
Jamie
funny.
B, no PS5. We can't.
Why?
what was Soldier Boy's name? I forget.
I don't even
I
have
don't
a PS5, but I think he should have one. I don't want one, so.
I don't want to lose him to that, you know. D Marie, I don't know what her name was.
What was her name?
But I know
Yeah,
Schoolboy.
Schoolboy.
Yes, but I call her
Okay.
Soldier Boy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, poor Soldier Boy. I hope she's. You know what?
Remember
I
when
hope
she
she's
went to Old
okay.
Lady Thing?
So do I.
Oh, that she went to where, Jamie?
The old lady gang and was mad about it.
Oh yeah. No, she was going out to all these restaurants in ATL, even like a very generic steakhouse, and complaining. And I was
Didn't
like,
she go to Jamal's Steakhouse?
I think she did.
For the 2 weeks it was open.
Is it done now? Did I know that?
I guess they closed it at the beginning of the pandemic and never opened it.
Is it the one he left for the girls?
Yeah.
In the twins' name? Oh no.
Yeah, and I guess the
Montana.
older daughter is 18, so she wanted something to do with it, and they were like, "Oh, that's been closed."
Oh
So,
my gosh.
I don't know.
Jill says, don't talk to Jamie B like that. He's got your back, Jamie B, because he wants a PS5.
I'm trying to get him that PS5. He's been talking about it forever. I'm like, I feel him. I always want things that I never get either. Being an
But
adult.
what's the difference between a PS4 and a PS5? I don't get it.
Yeah, does anyone know?
$200.
Chell, $200, Jamie B says. Chell, what's the difference between a PS4 and a PS5? Jamie B said $200.
Yeah.
He said $300, $200. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
I mean, it's probably like
the
the processor speed and probably like the graphics card and things like that. Like, it's the computer inside that got upgraded. That's all.
That sounds about right. Well, Chell is giving money to
donating.
my channel for the PS5 fund.
Does he not realize he just cut himself short though? He should have just gave you the $5 so YouTube didn't get their cut.
Right? YouTube took what do they take? They take 30%. So 30% of that just went to YouTube.
It's the symbolism.
It is the symbolism, Marie. That is exactly right.
$3.50 for Chell's PS5.
There you go. Instead of having a swear jar, you should have a PS5 jar. And every time somebody
Yes.
does something wrong, you put a quarter in the jar, $1 in the jar.
Oh my God, everything would be wrong if I had that jar.
Oh, me too. I
I'd be
would.
like,
Every
no,
time you
put
see
that down now.
JY's brown
Put money
finger.
in the jar.
Oh
Oh my
my God,
God.
that
You
finger.
guys, when I was making, I'm trying to be better about making those shorts out of, sipping key stuff. And there are times I'll go back and watch a Busy's parts because when we're just talking, him and I, we're in the moment and stuff. So I'm not always able to. I'm also kind of doing other things and loading up videos. So I like to go back because Busy has gems. Oh my God. That man has made me laugh so hard going back and watching those lives. When I was having camera difficulties last night and I had to get off screen and Busy stayed on and he saw the brown finger for the first time and he was like, I thought we were just saying that. I didn't think it was real.
I didn't
That
either.
was
I've
shocking.
never seen it.
Right? It's so gross. There were 3 of them on that hand, you guys. Not just the one. He had 3 brown fingers.
I had
I
never
loved
seen
your
it either.
Instagram short of it.
Oh, that made my day today. I was just like, I didn't think it was real either.
Oh,
And
his
then I'm like,
genuine
how?
reaction. Yeah.
Like my dad smoked 2 packs of cigarettes for 40 years, and that man never had a brown finger a day in his life.
Well, how do you
So
get one?
that's what I don't understand.
I think being not clean, not washing your hands. I think other things
One
lead
ply
to
toilet
that.
paper.
One-
Probably burning the meth right in your hand.
I don't know. I don't want to know how that happens, but it's crazy. I've been teaching Chell about the different terms like grifting, sad fishing, and then Chell just said, "Jolene, is this dry bagging?" No, it's dry begging, like a
Oh,
bag.
I was like, what the heck is dry
Two
bagging?
finger.
Yeah,
So if
because I
dry
was
begging is indirectly asking for something, if I like tell you like, yo, I want a PS5, is that wet begging? Is Shell wet begging for his PS5?
Yes.
Shell is dripping begging, like he
He
is
is just asking for
drowning
something he
begging.
wishes
He's
to
super wet
acquire.
begging.
Oh my
Super
God,
wet.
Shell. Not with the he's constipated and getting something started. No, 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 no. Not with
Oh
that
my God, that
JY.
happened on Survivor one year where a guy ate so much of the coconut with the little fibers in it that he
Uh-huh.
got bound up. And there was a doctor on his tribe. So the doctor took him out in the bushes and uncompacted him so he wouldn't get taken out of the game for medical reasons. I swear it
That's
happened
my
on the season.
nightmare.
I would have been
Manually,
evacuate me.
What'd you say, DGF?
he manually did that.
Yes, they because the guy was a doctor. They like gave him like a couple towels and like gloves and stuff, but he literally took his fingers and went in and removed things,
Oh my
and they
God.
came
All that.
back to tribes. I would have sent them both home next tribal council.
Oh, that's one of the reasons I couldn't do Survivor is the going to the bathroom. I know I just would not be able to the
Well,
point where I'd
now
have to go see a doctor.
they poop in the ocean now.
That's so
I
crazy
just
that they do ocean poops.
I
Yeah,
don't
they call them
understand
water
the
poop.
desire to like live out without anything. I
I
don't
I
mean,
think
I desire the $1 million,
True.
and now it's only 26 days, so it's like, damn, I could starve that long. I could do the no food, but I couldn't do the weather and the snakes. But I think I could do it. I could be cutthroat and backstab people I don't know and I've
Jamie,
never
I
met
would
before for $1 million.
love to watch you on it. Are you really going to apply? I saw you put that in the
You should
comments.
do it.
Yes, I think something in my gut is just like do it, but then I'm like, oh my God, what if they really put me out there? Like, what do I do then?
Oh,
Like,
you
do
would
I
be
do it?
fantastic. Yes, you do it.
I would be the
And
first. They would be like, can we have tribal council like 2 hours in and send him home?
oh my
Just eat all the
gosh.
food, like the
We
first
need to do a
thing.
Survivor with Jamie B in the state with no dispensary.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, like years ago we had a casting call for Big Brother in Lansing, and I went to it, and there was like 130 31 people, and I was one of the last 2 people that stayed behind to talk to him. And then I never heard anything else. But
You know what's so weird about those auditions is you hear from a lot of the Big Brother and Survivor people that they had done it previously, but the thing is you want to get in front of the casting people because they'll remember you. So maybe
yeah,
not this time, but maybe it might take 2 more times and all of a sudden they're like, that Jamie B, because you know Sarah from Nerdtainment was supposed to be on BBOTT.
right. I
She was
remember
like,
hearing that. She was like one of
That
yeah,
the
would have been incredible.
that would have been it. She would have been so good at it. But instead they wanted the Morgan and her sister. They wanted the twins twist, which turned out to be a dumb twist anyways.
You
So was
did. I
Alex
don't
the one who
like
replaced
Big
her, or was it Morgan?
Alex. It was
No, it
Alex.
was Alex.
Okay.
She was the
Mhm.
gamer, right?
Yeah, but Sarah was the true super fan gamer. They just was like, "Hey, Alex, wear glasses and put your hat backwards. Now you're the gamer," you know. And Sarah
Right.
was the true nerd who loved the game. So they missed out on that opportunity.
We just need a BBOTT too.
Oh my God. I'm so sad you guys I don't think we're getting Celebrity Big Brother.
We're not.
Oh yeah, it would have already been happening, right?
Yep, we would have already got an announcement. I heard that it only happens. They did it last time to, I think, compete with the Olympics.
And then the first time was because of COVID.
Yeah, so they only use it when they need to like compete with something. But I'm thinking, even when it's bad, it's good because it's
I mean, but it's only
celebrity,
a month. Like,
right?
I wish they would shorten the regular season of Big Brother because, like, last year, even though it got good, like in the beginning, I couldn't take it. So, like everybody, but I did
I think they
stop
need to
watching.
shorten the regular season and lengthen the
I do.
celebrity one.
They need
Yeah,
to
I
be
just don't.
consistent.
Yes, agreed, DGF. I just don't think that the celebrities will go longer than a month because they struggle even with that. But
Right.
that month is everything. I have almost more fun covering celebrity than I do regular Big Brother now. Because
Yeah.
it's so
I like
crazy how
celebrity.
they don't
It's
know the
fast
game. It is fast paced.
I
Very
like it
fast.
because it's fast paced. Because on regular Big Brother, they play the HOH and the veto and everything so quick, and then there's just days of just talking and changing and talking and changing. Like, they could run 2 seasons of celebrity length Big Brother, a regular Big Brother during the summer instead of one long one, and I think it would be a lot better.
It would be so much better. I 100% agree with you. Thank you, Daddy's Disappointment, for the super chat. I'm here for the poop finger.
Hey, Jolene,
You can
when
have
you
your
have a
very own if you buy one fly.
Yeah.
Jolene, when you have a minute, can you let us know when you're gonna perform next? Because I want to catch that.
Oh, like a live show?
Yeah, no, like in the comedy, doing your routine.
Oh yeah. I'm not back out like on the road or anything in cities, but I definitely do shows in LA quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm in LA.
Oh, well then I will definitely let you know. Hit
Oh,
me up in the
awesome.
DMs. Hit me up on Insta and
I
I'll
don't know
send
how
you.
to. I don't have an Instagram.
What do you
You don't
have?
have
Do you
an
have
I
Instagram?
just have Facebook. That's it.
Okay, I am
I'm
on
old.
Facebook. Oh, you know what? Go to my Joleen Comedy Facebook page and DM me there. And I'll
Okay,
reply.
will do. I
Okay?
gotta go. Thank
That'd be
you.
so fun. Thanks, Kay. This was
All right.
fun chatting with you.
Okay,
Click
bye.
the link again later.
Bye,
Bye.
Kay.
Oh, I love talking to you guys. What a sweetie. Yeah, I've had people come out to shows from the channel when they're in LA, and it's so fun. And that's why I really do want to get back out in America so that I can see everybody. That'd be so
I know
fun.
when I was in LA last year, the comedy club that you do your mermaid show at, the weekend we were there, they had just decided to pop up and open because it was still during
Oh,
COVID. It was like I went in May of last year, so we had got our vaccines, but a lot of places weren't fully open. And we
mhm.
tried to go, but there were no way. That line was crazy long.
Yeah. Were they doing outside shows at that time, like on the patio?
Yeah, yep.
Mhm.
And then we went to Hamburger Mary's in West Hollywood and did their outside patio, and that was
Hamburger Mary's is so much fun, and my friend Samantha Hale used to run a comedy show out of there. And it was awesome because then you'd have some drag queens would go up and do stand up, and it was really fun.
People used to tell me I should do stand up a long time ago, and I was just like, no. But then after I seen Bianca Del Rio on Drag Race as an insult comic, I was like, I could do that.
Oh yeah, you could do roasts. You drag people.
Yeah, I could do that. Oh yeah, I could do roast all day long. I think we should start roasting people on your channel.
I'm down. Maybe I'll do a roasting panel.
Yeah, we
We'll
can do
pick-
like Snatch Game and Drag Race. Everybody can dress up as a character, and we can roast each other.
Oh my god. Okay, put that in the mod chat, and then we can explain it to everyone and see who wants to participate.
Yes, we'll do that. I'll be the ringleader of that one.
Nunya said, OMG, Samantha Hale. Do you know Samantha Hale, Nunya?
Who is Samantha Hale?
That's my friend that she ran a show out of the Hamburger
Yeah, you
Mary's.
just said that. Never mind.
But people could know her because she's a part of a lot of Drag Race podcasts, and she's friends with a lot of the cast members.
Oh, that's
so she's really big into that community, and she's also the skipper from Gilligan's Island, his granddaughter. Hale.
Oh my god, I used to love Gilligan's Island.
Right? Who was his first
Alan
name?
Hale.
Yeah.
Junior. Alan Hale. His dad was
Alan. Yeah, so so Nana just geeks out over Samantha because she loves Alan Hale. And Alan Hale, there's nothing but like great stories about him and, you know, his time in Hollywood and stuff. You don't really hear, like some of those guys you hear bad stuff about, but yeah. Yeah, Nunya, you kind of just did. You can.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Santa Barbara. I've actually never even been to Santa Barbara, and it's not too far from where I'm at.
I remember the soap opera Santa Barbara my mom used to watch when I would come home from school.
That was a real soap opera?
Yeah, it was
I
called
thought that
Santa
was just
Barbara.
on a movie.
And the guy was named
Me
Cruz,
too.
and my mom was always like, I'm going to marry Cruz from Santa Barbara.
That's so
I was like,
cute.
what?
I just watched One Life to Live with my auntie. She always had One Life to Live on. General Hospital, a little
I watched
bit.
General Hospital too.
Right. Back when there was a girl that was like my age. So it was like close to my age. And she had that dark Robin. Remember Robin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to like look up to her. I thought, oh, she's so beautiful. I'm gonna be like Robin.
I like
Robin and who?
and Sunny and Jason.
My mom used to watch Days of Our Lives, and when I was in kindergarten, I would come home from school and I would sit down and eat lunch, and then I would go sit in the living room and watch Days of Our Lives with her. And there was a
Like
story
them
about
through the hourglass.
Right. There was a story about a strangler guy this particular time. I don't know. So I guess I went to school in kindergarten and was talking about, oh, my mom and the strangler, my mom and the strangler. Like, oh, my mom, like, what is your son talking about? She's like, oh my God, he's talking about the soap opera I watch. So I got talked to about, you can't go to school talking about mom with the strangler.
Jamie B. Oh my God.
So I've been a mess my whole life. Yes, I have. And
I love you for that, Jamie B. I remembered Days of Our Lives because when I was in junior high, that was like the one to be watching. And that was around the time when Marlena was possessed. Was there anything better than Marlena's possession? No.
And then that's when she fed the girl the poisoned apple, right? And she was like buried alive.
Oh my God. With John Black. Was he a priest then trying to help her?
Yeah, because Bo was dead by then, but then Bo came back from the dead.
Oh, we're all going right back.
Oh yeah, and Hope came back too. How many times did Hope come back? 2 or 3. And Marlena's ass, she was dead 4 or 5 times.
Was it Marlena Eileen Davidson, or is that not the right person?
No, she wasn't.
Okay,
Marlena's Diedrich Hall, I think. Is it Diedrich Hall?
Yeah.
She's
okay.
Great. But I know who you're talking about, Renee. Yeah. Eileen Davidson, I mean, she's good. She's got that daytime Emmy and the money. So, yeah. And then
Susan Lucci of it all.
Oh, Susan Lucci. What a beauty.
I just know her because she
Children.
never won anything. I don't know what she was on, though.
She was on All My Children.
All My Children.
Yeah. Did they ever give her an award?
Yeah, she actually won one year. I remember the year she won finally.
Okay, good.
All I remember was Hot in Cleveland making fun of her with that. I think she
Yeah.
like won an award on TV or something. There was like a hurricane or tornado or something.
She's the only one there to accept it.
She's the
so
only
I
one
get
left.
That's hilarious. I found myself in a Golden Girls hole on YouTube, and it was like the best of Dorothy. Dorothy was
Oh, the best.
ruthless.
Oh
Yes.
my God, they
Brutal.
all
Yes.
were though. The '90s, like if
Oh,
you grew up is like our age in the '90s, like you got a tough skin because it was nothing we watched in the '90s could be on TV today.
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Can you imagine Married with Children on right now?
No,
Or in Living
no,
Color.
no.
Yeah.
In Living Color was so good. That was like my first real introduction because I was too young for SNL, or I don't know, I just didn't know about SNL. But as a kid, watching In Living Color was when I saw the Fly Girls, I told my parents I wanted to be a Fly Girl because I was in dance at the time. But then the more I watched, I would start doing like the different Jim Carrey impressions. Like, let me tell you something. And then he did a Joker face, and I practiced it until I could do it. And I can still do the Joker face he did when he was like, somebody stop me. And I'll do it to Chell. Sometimes he'll just turn over in bed, and I'm just like, somebody stop me. And he's like, ah. So
Do you
I really credit.
Wow.
Yeah, poor Chell puts up with so much from my ADHD. Oh my God.
And he still doesn't have a PS5.
That's what Chell just goes, that's why I deserve a PS5. Renee just said that too,
Right.
Chell.
Do you remember the character he did called Parnell? And he would be with, I think it was the girl Kelly Caulfield, and she was Edna Louise.
No.
Oh my God. Google that scene when they were in the museum. Like, it's one of the memories of my TV childhood. Like, them two are insane together.
What's the name of the character?
It's called Parnell. He's Parnell and she's Edna Louise. And then there's one where they're cheerleaders.
I'm already laughing, and I don't Parnell and Edna Louise sound so cute.
Oh my God. It's like, I can remember being at my godmom's house on a Sunday night, sitting there, like literally me and my best friend sitting down. My best friend's was my godmom. They lived right across the street. Like, we didn't have cable because we were poor. So we would go across the street to their house to watch and Live in Color. And every Sunday night at 8 o'clock, when Parnell and Edna Louise would get on, she used to be like, Jamie, don't get up. Don't do it. Because I would get up and bounce around and act like them. And
As soon as you said it, I envisioned his little ponytails at the top
oh
of his
my
bag.
God. Yeah.
Oh, is that him? And he had like the little like halter top or little bikini top over his boobs?
I
Is that
think in
was
one
that-
of them. Or no,
Crop
that
top.
was from what was that movie? I don't know.
maybe that was a movie.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
high.
I just
think
remember
that
Home
was, I think that was
Alone.
that
That was a
movie.
big deal. That was a good show. I loved it.
What was it?
Oh my gosh. Homie, well, in Living Color, remember Homie the Clown?
Oh yeah,
Told
Homie
me
the
the
Clown.
clown. Don't like to mess
Don't mess
around.
around. Or
Remember-
in a Z formation. So it was David Allen Greer and
Oh,
who else?
Men on Film. Shan has
Yes.
that clip she plays with 2 snaps and a twist.
Oh,
Mhm.
I love it. The first time I got to perform, it was when I was in Phoenix, and I got to meet David Allen Greer because I was his opener for the weekend when he came to the Improv. And I was just like, oh my God, it's David Allen Greer. Like, he's freaking David Allen Greer. And I like watched you growing up. But he was at an interesting point in his careers before he was really like back on television. He was kind of like trying to get back on TV because a lot of these comics who have had success on TV and then have to go back out on the road, they don't love it. So he would show up and, you know, he just was kind of in his own little world and stuff. But he was always nice to me. But he would be like, hey, comedy girl, you know, like that was, you know, your little name to these guys half the time when you're just, you know, opening for them and stuff. But he was very nice to me. But then a year, 2, 3 after that, he was back on hit television shows, you know, with Gerard Carmichael's writing shows. He's on it. So his career picked right back up. But some of them you'll catch there was a time when David Spade, I think, was like in between, and he's from Scottsdale, and he'd come back and people would want to take pictures with him, like audience members, and he was like, no, he was real shitty about it.
David Spade is awful.
Right? He wasn't that nice.
But he's funny. I mean,
yeah, I mean, but not funny enough to be an asshole. You know, like
like
there's
funny on the movie, but in real life, you're like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Because he would come in town sometimes when like Kevin Nealon or another SNL person, and Kevin Nealon couldn't have been nicer. I mean, he was always waiting the whole line of people and making sure he met them and took pictures with them. And then David Spade was just kind of like, do I have to, in his trucker hat? And you're like, all right, well, you do. You got to do
Working at the comedy club was like, I mean, over a decade ago for me, I'm pretty sure. And like, I worked the green room, and like some of these like comedians that came and went, I like only remember the worst and like the nicest ones. And,
yeah,
like,
Renee, who were some of the worst and who were some of the nicest?
Cat Williams was great.
Oh, I would love to work with Cat Williams.
I bet he was high.
The green room was right at the entrance almost of the comedy club, so everyone who was walking in had to walk by it, and they all got high on their way in. I mean, he offered me his blood a few times, but I had to turn it down because my boss was coming in and out. But he was awesome. And then I remember some more. I was really excited to like work with her, and then the first thing that she saw, like she had like a crazy writer, and one of the things was that like her roses had to be cut to a specific, it was 11 inches. And she took out a measuring stick and they were too long for her and she threw a fit. And so those are two that I definitely will never forget.
What?
But Queens of Comedy, we used to watch that in high school and after high school for years, all the time. Like, there's so many quotes from that I use in my daily life.
Like what? Tell us, Jamie.
Like 2 piece in the biscuit. Or that little bald-headed motherfucker walking through the airport with a pepper swollen up 3 times and a sticker stuck to his head and his head leaning over because he's too fucking big. Turned around like, no, your name is ugly.
Okay, wait, you use that every day.
Do what?
You use that every day.
I know.
I mean, in my head, yeah. You know. Like,
are you saying like, that too?
When I hear somebody, there's one part where Monique is walking across the stage and she just takes one of her feet and like rubs it and kicks it backwards and goes, oh. And I'll randomly be walking to this day and just do that and be like, oh, in the middle of the store, walking through work. I don't know. I'm random as fuck.
I'll do that too, though.
Like me, I promise.
No, I mean, I think when you like something, especially like certain stand-up bits, like there's certain Chris Rock things or that I'll steal from being young and just like I loved, Chris Rock and just like little things, even with when he's just like slap her with a dick, slap her with a dick. Like I'll just catch myself just like walking around the house going, slap her with a dick, slap her with a dick, put a dick in the ear, blind the bitch, blind the bitch. Like I'll just be singing it to myself. And I'll quote a lot of like Chris Rock punchlines and go, I know I'm destroying this, but I can't help it because it was, it's what you kind of grow up on.
I think that's what made it the most shocking when he got like slapped in the face was because like, I mean, how are you not laughing at Chris Rock? Like, I mean, I don't know. I always think he's so funny. So it's like someone got really angry.
Yeah, that thing was huge it happened in the beginning of the year, right? So that seems like forever ago now, but that was all anyone was talking about. And then Will Smith went to like Guam to like pray or something. I don't know where he went, but I mean, I was like, I don't know what I still don't really understand it. And oh, well,
I don't know. He's back out. His new movie is back out. And I don't know. I got a free subscription to Apple TV because I clicked on his movie link. So I was like, hey, wins for me. Because I ain't paying for it. But
they're giving it away now. Well, I'll still watch Will Smith I don't know. I'm not gonna boycott him forever. I mean,
I was excited as soon as I saw that trailer. I was
Everybody
like,
froze.
somebody needs to give me their. Am I frozen? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
As soon as I saw the trailer for Emancipation, I was like, oh, I want to see it. And
haven't-
yeah, I just need somebody's Apple. Apple asked for too much information. I just tapped out when I went in for that free 2-month subscription.
Yeah, can you do just the free trial and get it? And then that's what I'm gonna try. I had Hulu Live TV, but I think I'm gonna keep Hulu, but not the live TV, and I'm gonna go to YouTube Live TV because I think I can change my location so I can actually watch certain shows in the Eastern time that I cover and then go live afterwards instead of having to go live 4 hours later when 90 people have already went live about it and everyone's sleeping, you know?
Yeah. Like
So I'm definitely gonna try that out.
Potomac. Everyone goes on Potomac like right after it airs on the East Coast. And I'm like waiting 3 hours to see it.
I know. Oh, so you're in Pacific like me.
I'm in Arizona, so I'm like,
Oh, my
I
old
don't even know
stomping
what that is.
grounds. With Renee, you guys should hang out.
Represent.
Neighbors.
Yay. You're in like the valley?
No, I'm in Tucson.
Oh, the
Tucson.
Tucson. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christine from BB15 or BB16.
Yeah,
She
I don't
was
know.
She was at the casting call I went to.
Oh, you went to a casting call?
Oh yeah, they came to Scottsdale. I think
Oh my
I got up to the casting director, but they shooed me away.
Oh, do it again. Do it again. You're young. Do it again.
I'm trying to think of who was cast that year because it was like I saw like the who they ended up casting. I was like, oh, I'm too similar to like that type. I can't remember what year it was.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
they love to typecast.
They love
They
typecasting.
love their typecast.
It
You
is
know,
Allison would never do that.
She's so that.
She is so unbiased, it's unreal. You show me 2 seasons of the same of Big Brother US. You can't do it.
I love the sarcasm. I love it. What were you gonna say, Dee Marie?
Sarcasm at its finest.
I was gonna say I've only watched the first season of Big Brother. Remember Will?
Yes.
That was the very first. I haven't watched any of it since.
Wasn't
Oh, we'll
Chicken
pick it
George in the
back
first
up.
season?
Huh?
Chicken George was Chicken George first season or was he?
I don't know.
think
I just
so.
remember Will and everyone hated him, but he won.
Yes.
Will was
Okay,
the second season.
Yep. So you
Oh,
saw the
okay.
second season.
I saw the second season then.
That was the
George.
first season of what we know as Big Brother, though, because the first season was European Big Brother.
Exactly.
That was on like every day of the week, wasn't it? I can remember that being on every night for 7 days. Yeah.
Did any of you guys watch
huge.
Utopia, the one that was supposed to be on Fox that got canceled?
Then they cut it off halfway through. Any TV show I start watching the first season of tends to get canceled that season.
We must watch the same TV show.
Like The Event got canceled. Utopia got canceled. I'm expecting Quantum Leap to get canceled. I'm just like,
I
I'm
love
done.
Quantum Leap.
I love it too. I loved it when I was a kid. I was a dork.
Was
Do you
Scott
guys
there?
remember?
No, not Scott. What was his name?
Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
Was there a new Quantum Leap that came out that I missed?
Yeah, it started. Yeah, there's like 8-10 episodes out already.
Wait, Utopia or what am I? Oh, I'm thinking of Euphoria. I was like, Euphoria didn't get canceled. What's Utopia?
It was a weird reality show on Fox where they had.
It was like a Big Brother on a farm or something.
Yeah,
like
I want to watch that.
But they had to come up with like a new society and make rules and agree on everything, and it was weird. People came in and out, and
yeah, I love that they like swapped people because it kept it more interesting since it was going on for longer. And it was like I think 24/7 live feeds actually like they didn't really cut.
What year was this?
God, it's probably been 6 to 8 years ago, I would say.
Oh my god!
I can never guess how long things were.
Like, they cut it off after like a month and a half, but It was.
And
It's a good
wasn't there a
concept,
pregnant
but
woman?
yes.
I was
And
like,
I remember,
I
like,
was so mad they canceled it before she had her baby because I wanted to.
they had a
I was
discussion
like
about
ready.
putting somebody in jail, but they didn't have a jail,
Sounds
so
so
they kicked him
messy.
out. He was standing outside of the big gate, and they closed it. And he was like walking away down the dirt road. I'm like, this. You're in a city. Sit down. Go pick him up and take him off. Come on now. Like, it was
Yeah, they made
weird.
it seem like they're in the middle of nowhere, but they were just outside of LA, I think, or something.
Aren't they always?
Of course.
That's so funny. Well, Regal said it was 2014.
Oh, Regal got all the info.
Way to go. And Chicken George was season 1, and obviously season 7 came back for All Stars. But Dee Marie, before the new season starts, you can binge Big Brother, and it's pretty easy to binge. And I say, what season? Well, you could start with season 3, and then you could get introduced to the amazing Danielle and Jason duo.
5,
Now that you've watched
10.
2, yeah,
You
I
gotta
think you should
watch
watch
it.
8, and you got to watch 6 and 7. So you got a couple.
I gotta watch
All of them.
Yeah,
You need
you
to
can
watch
skip
like 3 through
16
10.
and 15.
And
I
14.
love 15. I'm sorry. I know it was awful, but like it was
Oh my
like
God.
real.
Was Andy the winner of 15 with that ugly cat?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It was the terrible
Oh,
season,
God,
but it was
I
like
hated.
Where do I
was
watch it?
guys-
disappointed he
Oh,
was
I
the
think
gay winner.
you
it was
can
very
do.
disappointing. But it was the
Yeah.
world as it is. It's kind of like what Big Brother is now. It's like you get so disappointed in it, but it's like a reflection of society.
What season
definitely
was it
is.
that had the nerd herd in it?
That was 6.
Was it 6? Was
Yeah,
that
that's
6?
Janelle's first season. Yeah,
I didn't.
That
It
was
amazes
that's
me.
I was thinking
my
that was 7
favorite.
for some reason.
It amazes me that you guys can remember the years and the crews of Big Brother. It's just all just scrambled in the windmill of my mind.
As it should be, DGF. You shouldn't save this stuff like we do, but we do.
So, okay.
Yeah, ask me
here's-
something important, DGF. I won't know how to answer it at all. Ask me
Right?
something useless. I got you right there.
Me too. I have all the useless information and song lyrics. Dee Marie, if you want to binge it, if you have Paramount Plus, you can do it there. And then, do you guys know, can you watch Big Brother? You can watch some seasons, I think, on Netflix or Hulu.
There's
I
2
think it's on
seasons
Hulu.
on Netflix.
Or Netflix.
Or they just put it on Netflix like recently.
I was gonna say Survivor's on Netflix, so it's probably there.
And
Somebody-
then there's these great like hours long videos on YouTube if you don't want to go through all of that. And they just kind of like cut all of the best parts of the seasons together, and you kind of get all of the peaks.
I
And those are
love those,
great.
Renee. They're so good because it's like BB10 in 2.5 hours. And it's like, oh, these are all the best parts.
Right.
Okay,
I mean,
I can do that.
you
I was
can
gonna
do
say
that.
somebody
You can do
uploaded.
that.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, DGF. Somebody uploaded what?
Every season 17 of Big Brother UK, every episode in order with the bots correctly placed. And that's the season
Really?
with Kirstie Alley. And so I'm just eager to fire
I
that up.
Oh wow!
I watched that season. That was the last. No, that wasn't the last season of Celebrity, right? That was of Celebrity BB UK. The last season was when that woman accused a guy of like touching her inappropriately, and the camera saw it. And then it was like Raquel, her name was, or something. And then she had to be interviewed by Emma, and Emma they tore her up because she was trying to make. It's kind of like what Giselle's doing this season on Potomac to Chris. She was like, he hit me really hard. And it was like, Charlie bit me. It was like that, but the guy just went and they had a friendly rapport or whatever, because they were celebrities and had worked together. And he just went up and kind of like tickled the side of her or something, because he was boxing, and he was like ha ha ha, and she was kind of boxing him back, and then he just pretended to punch her, and she went around and told the house he really punched me and hurt me, and she wanted him out of the house. And then they played she forgot live feeds, you know, they played it back. The cameras are always following you, and he did not do that. And she tried to ruin this dude's life. It was pretty sick.
Wow.
But
That's
Celebrity
crazy.
BBUK is the best.
On a
And
different
I like
level.
it when they leave and the audience boos.
Just Google Tiffany Pollard best moments, Celebrity
Okay,
Big
I know who
Brother.
My
Tiffany
God.
Pollard is because of Flavor of Love.
Oh,
Yes.
Dee
Flavor
Marie, then you
Flav.
gotta
Yes.
watch her on Celebrity BBUK, which a lot of that actually is available on YouTube if you just search
Okay.
it. But so DGF, you're gonna start the Kirstie Alley season. You haven't watched it before?
I have not watched that season. Nope, not at all. But
It's
after
good.
discovering UK, I have a hard time loving the US because I like that they don't mind paying for the copyrighted music. You
Yep.
know, they let it all hang out
Yeah.
on overseas.
The
We're
US is
supposed
like
to be
They're
here.
low
I
budget
think they're
compared
bringing back
to
the regular BB UK
they
this
are.
year.
But I think it was supposed to be sooner, but TV Talks with Tom, shout out to TV Talks with Tom. He said that I think it was maybe the spring or next fall. Actually, it might be next fall.
But
It
don't
was
they
supposed to
play
be
where
maybe.
the audience votes everybody out and like you're not
Yeah.
allowed to talk game or anything like that?
Yes.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
don't like that at all. I would
That's
be
what I
so bored
like.
with that.
I
I
kind of
would be
like that
so bored
too.
with it. Like, because
We had a
I would
hybrid
get
with
sent home to it, and
BBOTT. It was
everybody I
like half
liked
and
would
half.
get sent home.
They
It
have to
would what?
figure out a different way to manipulate each other than
Mhm.
being diabolical.
Well,
And
what's
just
the fun of that?
it's fun because it's more. You have to be more creative. You have to
Yeah.
have more
I
floor.
don't
Just
have time for that. Let's just get cutthroat and get to it.
Well, they
well,
still pop off on each other and they still form little cliques. It's still the social experiment, but they have to know that the audience, the UK audience, is judging them and watching their every move. And so then when they're on the eviction night, it's like, you know, get Joleen out. And they're like screaming. And you're like, oh shit, I'm going home. I'm
I
going
would like it though
home.
if they were yelling, "Get me out!" I'd be like, "Yeah, get me out, get me out!" Woo! But I mean, I guess thinking about it like that, it is interesting. But I mean, we kind of have that here. It's just we're gonna drag you on social media versus voting you out of the house. So it's kind of the same thing now in America with reality shows.
Yeah, but I think we protect them quite a bit. Like I think, especially when they leave, when they behave badly in the house, a little boo isn't going to kill nobody. You know, if you were
Right.
a racist ass or an asshole in the house, you get a little boo boo. That's okay. That might actually be good for your psyche to change as a person. But every taping I've went to post BB16, after they just booed Christine. Now they're like, don't boo. Whatever you do, worst thing you could do is boo. Just be quiet. Just clap. And you're like, okay.
Boo!
I know. I want to boo.
How
like
many
that
tapings
kind
have you been to?
I'm all for booing.
Right? What did you say, Renee?
How many tapings have you been to?
3 or 4. Because I think I went to
Oh my
2
gosh, that's
with
amazing.
Shell. And then went with Sarah and David. We went to one. I went with, did I go by myself? I feel like I went by myself once. Yeah, I think I went by myself once. Like I just was that person. But when I went with Chell, he won me a t-shirt. He had to do a dance off on stage because they have an audience, a guy that kind of warms it up. And Frankie Grande was there. And the audience warm up was a girl, but I was like, ooh, I want this gig, you know, because you just do comedy, you just do crowd work to get the people, you know, excited for the show and ready to clap. And Frankie Grande was in the front row, so he judged the dance contest. And I think he had a little crush on Chell because Chell was giving it. He was giving it. And so
Did
Chell
you
won
get
me a
that on tape?
t-shirt.
I went
Yeah,
to a taping of Jerry Springer.
Oh my
no,
gosh,
that
My
is so
best friend
cool.
was
that
on the
explains
panel.
so
They
much,
made up a
Jamie.
story. Yes, and I was next to the big woman who decided she was going to get her Jerry beads that day, and her breasts were the size of my head. And I was like, whoa. Like, we have it on VHS tape. My best friend and a friend of ours made up a story, and they paid us $200 to come. They flew us from Lansing to Chicago and, like, gave us gift cards for House of Blues, and like we had fists of liquor walking around downtown at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then
Oh
we
my
went to
god.
the show the next day, and this boy named Bucky from Indiana beat up this other boy, and that fight was real, but our story was fake. But we still got paid, and then we got in the airplane and came home.
Wait, Jamie B.
Oh
Okay,
my
this
God.
this was a lot to take in. You were on Jerry Springer.
My,
What was your story?
I didn't go on stage because they didn't have enough time, but my best friend and me, my best friend's named Wendy. It was me and her, and we have a friend named Peaches. And Peaches is a trans. She's trans. So they made up a story that Wendy's family adopted Peaches, and Peaches was jealous of Wendy. And I was Wendy's best friend who was gay, and Peaches had a crush on me. Well, when we got
Ooh.
there, they cut me from the panel because it was just the guy Bucky, his mom showed up. So they put them on the panel, and it was him fighting
You're always gonna get bumped for a
ex-girlfriend's
Bucky.
boyfriend. Right. Bucky was bucking though. That white boy
Yeah.
beat the shit out of that other dude. But but the best part was it was the Halloween episode, so everybody was in costume.
Oh my
My
god.
best friend was dressed up as a half angel, half devil. And Peaches came out as a homecoming queen with a thing of roses. And Wendy took the roses and hit Peaches with it, and she really had a black eye.
Poor Peaches.
We have it on VHS tape. I'm sure somebody has it digital. Jolene, I'll find it and send it to you. There's a
I
clip
would
of
It's
me
not
when
come
they
out
pan to the
before.
audience. You can see me in the audience, and I'm just sitting there fucking clapping and laughing like a fucking idiot. Like, this shit is great. Like,
How are we just hearing this now?
because I've never been on a panel before to talk about it.
Jamie. Oh,
This is amazing.
It was insane. Like, I took
We
a
gotta
Thursday and a
react to
Friday off
that.
work, and they like picked us up in a limo, and we were smoking weed, and oh my god, we met some gay boys on the airplane, and we all got high at Detroit Airport after we landed, and like they just got done fighting on stage, and then we all walked backstage, and we're all sitting together, and they give us all of our money in the room, and oh
Did
my
they
god,
pay pretty
Jolene,
well?
they gave, I think I only got 200 because I didn't end up going on stage, and I think they either got 3 or 400. But they paid for our
And
flights, our food, gift cards, everything.
what year was this?
This was probably 2000 and probably 2007, 2008.
That's
Like it was at the
amazing.
height of Jerry. Like we took the day off work when the episode aired and had a party and everything.
We need to have a viewing party on my channel.
Oh my god.
Jamie, find it. We gotta watch. We'll all be like, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
Now we already know what the next panel's gonna be.
Oh my god, I love it. Well, I'm gonna wrap
Yes,
it up,
we
you
will.
guys, because that we can't top that. Jamie B, that's amazing. I'm probably gonna have to ask you more questions about this in the future, and we definitely need video of that. And I know
Yes,
that
I'm gonna find that video. I promise I'm gonna find it.
please, because that doesn't surprise me, because like Rigo says y'all have lived a life, OMG, and Jamie B has. Jamie
Girl, I
B
was
is so
young
fun.
and wild, honey. I got so
Oh,
many
you're
stories.
still
That's
young and
just the
wild.
tip of the iceberg.
And now
I
you're
wish.
making snowmen. We all grow up.
No, I'm making glitter snowmen. I got
love
glitter coming
it.
out my ass sometimes.
Right?
well,
I'm
that's
closing
life.
down
I
Joanne
had fun.
Fabrics and you're making glitter snowmen. You guys, I am so excited that you clicked the link and that we got to talk. And I want to keep doing stuff like this because this was so fun.
Yeah.
Just like geeking out
Everybody
about
come
stuff.
up with your roast characters because we're gonna start roasting each other.
Yeah, we're gonna start having to roast well, we can roast stuff going on, different celebrities, different, YouTube
I
stuff.
can be the turkey. You guys can roast me.
Oh, we could not.
Yeah, we'll
we like
roast
you too
each
much.
other
Something
and
to
everything.
say.
I want to
I
have
wanna
everybody
roast.
roast me for my birthday.
When's your birthday? Oh, you're
Jerry,
Aquarius. So your birthday is
Jerry.
February. Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe they roasted me for my 30th at do you know where Renee will know? Do you know where Bridget's Last Laugh is in Phoenix? That little bar?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. They roasted me there. I was still drinking. Every comic that went up to roast me gave me a shot. I was blackout drunk.
Oh,
Don't they have
And
like
then-
karaoke every night?
Yes,
I
and they
got
had
blacked
like
out at Bridget.
blacked out at Bridget's. It was a very fancy bar where they had shower curtains for the stall doors in the bathroom. And two meth heads, I think related to John Yates, tried to beat me up when I was on stage one time. Ladies, really classy place. But my friend John Henry ran it. And so we love John Henry, and it was a fun show. But I was having a friend of mine take notes because I was just getting drunk because everyone was buying me shots. And I said, my turn. And then I went up there, and my friend Anthony was like, you were up there for like an hour. You couldn't get down, just ripping people apart that had just roasted me. So I don't know what I said. But
That
yeah.
sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah, Chell remembers one of the jokes I said. He just said it. Okay. Thanks, Chell. All right, you guys. I'm gonna bump you all down, but you are all my favorite. And thank you for joining. Drive safe, DGF.
Have a great night,
All right,
all.
everybody, have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.
It was so much fun.
So much fun. You're all lovely. See you later. Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh, you guys, we had fun. We had a good time. We have maybe new segments coming of just dropping the link and paneling. I might try this on my other channel as well. We can talk about hot topics and things, and maybe I'll do that. Kay, thank you so much. It was so wonderful for you to jump up on panel. I hope you do it again. And thank you for the super chat. Hope to see you soon when you're on stage. And now that you're in LA, we will definitely make that happen. Thank you to you guys in the chat. I had fun chit-chatting with you. I got a little bit of cleaning done, but mostly a lot of laughing. And that is always more important than, cleaning, right? Everyone had fun. Everyone killed it. You guys are all beautiful, lovely babies. And I am going to head to bed and get some sleep, maybe make a couple bracelets before then. But Chell's happy. He's waiting. He's like, we're going to bed yet? We're going to bed, baby. I realize I still don't have a closing outro for this channel. So just take care of yourselves, you guys. Happy holidays. Comment after the video posts. Please smash the like if you haven't already. And I'll be back very soon. And remember to enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Bye.